Hello, 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 everybody. Merry Christmas, happy holidays to everybody out there. Um, Welcome to my first annual K-pop Christmas party. I'm sorry, I'm late, you guys. I am late, 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 late. I was supposed to be here at 8, of course, on every Saturday, but I was here at 9 because life be lifing, and my son had somewhere to go, and I had to pick him up. So I am here. I don't know how many people are going to be here today. We'll just give them a minute. I still have a list of things that I want and need to talk about. We're going to talk about BTS updates. We're going to talk about the Melon Music Awards. We're going to talk about things that are going on in the K-pop industry, the scandals this week. There's been some really interesting developments and scandals. Like I said, it's almost a holiday. It is almost Christmas, which is on the 25th here. And so, hello, Shelling P. I don't know how many people are going to be here because it's the holiday. And I know a lot of people are off. A lot of people are celebrating and visiting and traveling. But that's fine. People can come back and watch it on the rewatch like they always do. It is a K-pop Christmas party. We're going to talk about K-pop Christmas songs. I can't play K-pop Christmas songs because I will get a violation. I will copyright violation, but we can talk about them. What else was I going to say? This has been a very busy day for me, as always. It's always a very busy day. And then we're going to talk about a little bit of industry gossip. There's been some things going on in the industry that I don't quite understand. There's been a lot of scandal lately. A lot. If you have not looked and seen what was going on in K-pop, because I know a lot of armies, I know a lot of BTS fans only pay attention to BTS. They don't listen to other K-pop groups. They don't really pay attention to what's going on in the industry. But I tell people, it is worth your time to just dip your toe in a little bit to look and see what goes on around the industry, because it does affect BTS. It does affect Big Hit and Hive. What goes on in the industry, and it kind of like reverberates, it echoes throughout the industry. So I always try to tell people that regardless if you don't like K-pop and you don't like BTS, it is advisable to really pay attention to what's going on in the industry, because you'll see things going on and you're like, oh God, and you're like, here it comes. And that's how I feel this week. I'm like, here it comes. Mm. Lemonade. Pink lemonade, y'all. So Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. No Spaniel años felicidad. Yeah, okay. That was my Christmas singing. I'm bust out some songs. So what happened with BTS this week? We'll start with BTS. I don't think I really talked about the Jimin Lador. Hello, Ice Queen. It's fine. I'm late. I'm early yet late. I was supposed to be here at 9, but I was like, it's 8:48. Let's go. So we didn't really talk about the Jimin Lador thing a lot last week. So Jimin has a contract. He has a beauty brand called Lador. Lador is a South Korean brand that does a lot of hair care products. Now, I had never heard of this brand because I'm not into hair care products like that. But if you watch the Jimin commercial, I liked it. Anytime you put a moon in it and Jimin with blonde hair and Jimin just, like his voiceover, like anytime you do stuff like that, I am into it. Hello, KT Dreams. What's up? You're all alone for the holidays? Oh my God. At least I have my kids. I'm sorry for the people that are home alone for the holidays. But come on, sit down, sit a spell. But so the Jimin Lador commercial was great. So if you have not seen it, I put it on my shorts on my YouTube channel so you can see it. And it was good. And like I said, Lador is a brand I've never heard of. I'll check them out in the near future to see what kind of. I'm not into like a lot of hair care products, but they apparently they have like a hair oil. I think somebody was telling me about, and I don't know what exactly it does. I don't know. Like I said, my kids are really into hair care products, so I might buy something for them. I got to see what the price point is as well. So yeah, that was what I was talking about, Jimin. I'm trying to think anything else happened with Jimin this week. I don't think anything else. He was pretty quiet this week. Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it with Jimin. So I'm gonna mark him off my list. I got my notes. I got my notes, y'all. So Jimin, mark him off. Good to see him. Sugar. You know what? We're gonna make it about sugar. Hold on. So BTS did a live stream. Now I was getting ready to go to bed. It was 1:20 in the morning. I'm about to go to sleep. I'm about to curl up, go to bed. All of a sudden my phone goes bring, and it said BTS live, and I was like, I was thinking it's JK live. Gemini. I was shocked to see that all of them were live. They were at their dance rehearsal studio, and all of them were there. And first they turned it on, the camera was the wrong side up, and I was cracking up. Then they turned it off. Then they put it on again. Hello, Marie Miller. We just getting started. Then they put the camera on again, and it was right side up. Um, oh, you 65 and your kids are grands for kids in different states and busy traveling. Yeah, I understand. I understand that. Well, I don't have any grandkids. My kids are still little. They're still at home. But yeah, I can understand. There are a lot of older people who kids and grandkids are traveling and visiting other family members, and sometimes some people get left behind. I don't have lots of family, me myself. So we don't do Christmas dinner. We don't do Christmas dinner. We do. My son wanted to do Thanksgiving dinner, and that was his decision, and that's what he wanted to do. Ah, I have a bump right here. I'm freaking out, like it burns. But he was sleeping when they went live. Ice Cream said she was sleeping, but for me, I don't have a lot of family, so it's just Jennifer and my kids, and then my cousin is over. She's over. She's a kid, so she's a kid. She's 10, so that would happen. But I don't have a lot of family that are alive. Well, most of my family has went to the other side, have tripped the light fantastic, if you will. I don't have brothers and sisters. I don't have siblings like that. I do have siblings, but I don't have siblings I was raised with. I don't have any natural siblings. Like I have half siblings. I have three half brothers that I know of. There might be more out there. I don't know. Papa was a Rolling Stone, but so I don't have any full siblings. But I wasn't raised with them. I didn't really know them. Both my parents are passed. My late husband is gone. My aunts and uncles are all gone. My grandparents are gone on both sides. So it's just you can have your brother. Oh, okay. Ice Queen said you can have her brother. Her brother must be trouble. My brothers are trouble too. My half brothers, like we'll say hi to each other like on Facebook. We'll then DM each other on the holidays. But it's my half brothers are in trouble. They've been in and out. They've been incarcerated um their whole lives. Like my dad was. My dad was in and out of prison his whole life. I've never been to jail, never been in trouble with the law. I think I've barely even had a speeding ticket. Same thing for my mother. But my dad passed away in 2021, and he had been incarcerated off and on his whole life. And so have my brothers who are younger than me. I'm the oldest in my family. I'm the oldest again, and they all have different mothers. So my mom was one and done with me. She was just like, oh no, one, that's it. Like she was one and done. She was like, she was like, no, I'm having one child. I ain't having no more. So she was one and done with me. Well, my dad was not. He was one and many. He was community pain. Let me stop. Let me stop before I get started. May he rest in peace. My dad was like, woo, he loved the ladies. So he got around. He had a lot of fun. Um, he had a lot of fun. Let's just put it that way. My dad was one of these smooth talkers. He was a nice looking guy and a smooth talker and charming and funny. My dad was like everything I never could be as a human being in bad ways and good. But my dad was very outgoing, very charming, very that apparently women fell for that. My mother did. But my mother was really young though, so when she fell for my dad. But my dad apparently was good looking and charming, and I'm none of that. I'm not a charmer. I'm gonna bash you over the head with reality. Just I'm a shit talker. That's what I'm, a shit talker. I'm kind of a jerk. So when it comes to the opposite sex. But apparently my dad was a charmer. So that's why the ladies, they loved him. They flocked to my dad and gave him money, and some people got it like that. Like I don't know what my dad had. He had women taking care. My dad had women taking care of him all of his whole entire life. Like, I wish I had that level of clout. I wish I had that. Well, there's some people out there, y'all know. I know men and women out there that can talk their way in and out of any situation, and they always have somebody there to pick up the pieces for them. Like, they could just be like, hey, Samantha, you know. Yes, hello, Gemini. Yes, my dad was sharing the love. But he was, he had women, he had all these women that would just fall for his bullshit. And I'm just like, what? Why? He'd be like, hey, hey, girl. I'm like, I just tell my mom, I don't know how you feel. What was the story there? I was like, why? I didn't want to know. I was like, I don't want to know what the story is there. I didn't want to know. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Yep. I'm going to unpin this message. Okay. Because I keep seeing it popping up. Unpin. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died, all he left me was alone. That's pretty much, yeah, this is my dad. But anyway, so let's get back on track. Sorry, y'all. This is going to be an off-track kind of live stream because it's the holidays. But BTS did a Weverse. A lot of us were in bed, getting ready to go to bed, and I popped up and I was like, wait a minute, this is all of them? And then I saw Sugar and I was like, Yoongi! I was so excited. I was like, ah! And I recorded it and I reposted it, and it was good to see them all together and being chaotic and making jokes. And then they were talking about the highlight of the Weverse, by the way, is when they're reading the comments and the comments were popping up, Yoongi marry me. And they're like, Yoongi marry me. And then there's some of them were like, this is old, like y'all still on this? And then Yoongi said, marry me. He said, marry me. I said, Yoongi, even though he was so bashful, he was like messing with his hair when he was reading the comments. And I know deep down inside, he gets real shy when they be like, Yoongi marry me, or they say, Daddy Yoongi. He gets shy. But damn well Yoongi liked it. He was nervous. You can tell Yoongi was very nervous, but you can tell that he was still like, I still got it. The look on Yoongi's face was like, I still got it. Like, I still bring them in. Like I still bring them in. They still talking about Yoongi marry me after 13 years. Yoongi was like, deep down inside, he was embarrassed, but he was like, you know what? I still got it. They still asking to marry me. I did pass out. I sure did. I was like, yeah. I was like, oh my God. And he looked so bashful and shy, and his hair is growing long. And I was just like, just let it grow. I want to see Sugar's hair down here. I want his hair to, even though he said before he don't like his hair long because it's annoying, because it gets everywhere and it gets sweaty and he has to take care of it. I want his hair to be down past his shoulders, baby. I just let it go. Just let it go, Yoongi. Let it go. Just let it go, baby. Like, I want that hair. I'm the way I am. I can't. Marie Miller. I don't know why y'all know Jennifer will not let me wear the wedding dress. We had this conversation, me and Jennifer. We had this conversation. She said no. She is thumbs down. No, ma'am. She's not gonna let me wear that wedding dress, no matter how much I beg. I'm like, please, Jennifer, please. She like, even if it's my birthday, I don't think Jennifer's gonna let me wear a wedding gown. She's not gonna go. Even if it's my birthday, it's my birthday in June. How do you not honor my birthday and let me wear the wedding? No, Jennifer, like I said, y'all, we got about 6 months to work. We got about 6-7 months or whenever the concert is to work on Jennifer. She always tells me, she's like, no. Jennifer watching, she'll text message me right now and be like, girl, She like, I ain't. She like, ain't. Nope. You ain't going with me. She like, you better take your daughter with you. And I know my daughter definitely would not go. My daughter wouldn't go to a BTS concert, period, and she sure in the hell wouldn't go with me wearing a wedding dress. My daughter be like, oh no, she'd be sitting over there with Jennifer talking about, Mama, we gonna be over here, okay? Y'all, you be over there by yourself. I'll be at the concert by myself, or they be sitting way in the back, or I'll be way in the front somewhere, and I just be sitting there by my lonesome while Jennifer and her be looking at me like, oh, she's embarrassing. Yoongi said that, yes. Yoongi said they still want to marry me. I'm like, right. Yoongi like, dang, they still want to marry me. I'm like, that's right. I said, yes, Yoongi. They still, yeah, my daughter and my sister-in-law be like, we don't know you, girl. Who is you? Hey guys, did you see that? They be like, I don't, ma'am. They be trying to run from me. Marie Miller always says she'll go with me. She said she ain't not gonna be embarrassed. I was like, okay, well that's good. I was like, thank God. Thank God people like somebody. But yes, I saw all BTS together and it was worth me waking up out of my sleep. Even though I hadn't got too much rest. But hey, it was good to see them all. So that was the sugar update. Um and J-Hope, all of them were there. So it was good. Next, talk about Jen. So besides being on the group Weverse, last night, Jen, JK, and V did a drunk Weverse. Like I can tell, like I'm reading the subtitles and then I'm going back and re-going through them again. And I could tell that they had been kind of inebriated. And especially the way Jen was looking. And Jen tipsy is hilarious. Like you see the facade drop. Jen is really low-key hilarious. Like Jen to me is a low-key savage. Like if you really watch and listen to what Jen be saying, you see that Jen is savage. Like he comes across as worldwide handsome and but he's so charming with it that Jen will throw in some things and you be like, what did he just say? And you be like, is that shade? Like you be like, did Jen just shade? Yes, honey. Jen will throw shade. Jen will drop hints. Jen will be low key savage and just keep a smile on his face and keep it moving. Yeah, they kind of were. I'm telling you, they were hilarious. They were tipsy and they were hilarious. Like they were singing songs and I reposted the video. I had to edit some of it because, copyright. But they were up there singing. They all sounded good. I don't know. Look, I'm going to tell you something right now. I don't know how anybody could fix their mouth and say that BTS, that V, Jimin, and Jungkook and that and Jin cannot sing. To have them up there singing karaoke live and to hear them, I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. Because we're gonna be talking about the Melon Awards tonight. Me listening to Jin and V and Jungkook sing live was better than the bullshit I heard on the Mamas and the Melon Awards. Yes, McKay. Yes, the savagery is on it. Is on it. Jen was definitely a little tipsy. Baby, to listen to them sing, I was like, this is better than the Melon Awards. This is better than... I apologize. I apologize because that's just the truth. I was just like, okay, what? Okay, wait, hold on. Joy says, ma'am, what do you think about Minhee and this tag PR company thing? Do you know anything about the tag PR and the complaint filed in U.S. District Court for Southern District of New York? I need to go back and reread, but no, I have not heard a lot about it. But I briefly saw something on Friday about the tag PR company. But I'm going to do my research and I'll get back to you. I'm going to do this week, speaking of, before we veer off, I have at least 2-3 videos planned this week about Minhee and what's going on. And the tag PR company is on my list of things to research. But thank you for reminding me though, girl. I'm gonna write that down because there's a whole list of things, and there's 2 things that I'm going to talk about. But yes, the tag PR company. But again, the PR company that I was reading about, I don't know if that's the same tag PR company, but they were trying to link them to Hive. But when I went back and read the original article, it didn't really have a lot of links to Hive. Like it was some PR company that Hive used. I think that's the same situation, or you're talking about something completely different. Either way, I'm gonna find it out because I have a list of things that I need to go and research and look up on to do videos this week about. And again, I've already done them. I'm gonna do tomorrow the Minhee what she was saying in the courtroom and the stuff about her ex-boyfriend. Like people have been talking about that, and that's my next video. We're gonna talk about the Melon Awards. Yep, we're gonna get there next. We're gonna talk about the Melon. If y'all didn't know, the Melon Awards aired early this morning, our time in America. Central Standard Time. It aired like around like 4 o'clock in the morning. And so I literally woke up and started watching it and fell asleep. And then like it was live and I rewound it because I just kept rewinding it because I kept falling asleep because I was tired. I was really tired. But I watched most of it. I didn't watch the last 30 minutes of it, but I watched pretty much all of it. And so I'm gonna go rewatch it again. I'll probably do a video highlighting the Melon Awards. I didn't do one for the mamas, but I'll do one for the melons because I thought the melons were a little bit more coherent than the mamas. The mamas just, I just be like, I don't even know, I didn't know what was going on. You missed it. You can go back and watch it. You can watch it, they had the performances and who won, but we're gonna talk about it in a minute. So yes, Jen, JK, and V was on the Weverse. They was a little inebriated. They got there and sang. They looked like they were having fun. Melon Awards, Lord. Oh, you hear? Okay, OG Soul Light is here. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the Melon. There's a lot to say. I have whole notes about the Melon Award, baby. Like I said, I got to do a separate video later this week because, anyway. So RM got his license. I don't know if I talked about this. RM finally got his driver's license. So RM officially knows how to drive, or legally knows how to drive now. Now I don't know how much practice he's gonna get or whatever. Hopefully a lot, because driving is all about practice, practice, practice. But yes, RM got his driver's license, child. I know y'all happy. Y'all was happy about that. I was happy to see that. Yeah, I didn't know if I talked about that. I didn't last week, but RM got his license. J-Hope, I posted a video. J-Hope this week, he was on the brand. There's a watch company. I forgot the name of it. Anyway, it's a watch company. It's like Argonaut, something like that. But he performed Mona Lisa with his backup dancers there, and I posted it on my YouTube channel on my post, the video, because the company actually posted the video and they came up with my recommends. And J-Hope looked good and he performed and it was great. He said he's not buying a car. He said he can't park it. Yeah, he said, "What, y'all leave G-Dragon alone." I'm gonna talk a lot about G-Dragon tonight. Y'all gonna have them VIPs. Look, the VIPs that made me an honorary VIP, and y'all are gonna get me kicked out. The VIPs are like, "Oh, girl, we love you," and I'm like, "Yeah." And then the VIPs are like, "You would get out of here." Okay, so Joy says she got the news from. Oh God, okay. She posted August 1st, 2024. Harbor acquired 51% of the company. Okay. I don't trust the New Jeans fandom to report on anything. I have to find it. I'm not on social media. If y'all didn't know before, I say it all the time. I'm not on social media. I don't get on social media for anything, not just BTS or Mini Gen, but anything. I don't trust social media. I don't trust people posting. I need some verifiable source. Yes, J-Hope is the brand ambassador for the watch company. That's why he was performing. There was other people there, like John Mayer was there. I didn't watch the rest of the video. Yeah, I don't trust anything the New Jeans fans is posting at all. At all, because half the stuff that the screenshots and things over the past year and a half that I've been talking about Mini Gen, this stuff is not right. It's very erroneous. I'm like, that's not right, or I can't find the evidence. If I can't find no evidence of it, I'm just like, it better be in some court records somewhere. Like if I can't find like an independent source, then I'm skeptical about anybody, anything. Don't matter what it is. Don't matter if it's politics. Don't matter what it is. And I'm just like, y'all leave G-Dragon. Hello, F. Bercy is here. Is it true that J-Hope is going to be? I keep hearing that he's going to be Nike ambassador. That's what I keep hearing. Y'all stop. So y'all hear my cat. My cat's cutting up already. My cat has survived. He had a procedure this week and he's in here cutting up already. Like I may have to stop and tell my kids to get the cat because I hear him trying to knock over things. Mickey, no! The cat is cutting up. He wait to the live stream to be like, I'm finna cut up, But they can't wait. The last thing I want to say about the BTS updates is JK. So the JK and the winter thing continues. And this pours into the Melon Awards. So aespa, of course, was at the Melon Awards. And people were criticizing their outfits, saying their outfits weren't coherent, but that's neither here nor there. I don't care about that. So people was trying to look at the aespa girl's tattoo because I think the tattoo is on her arm somewhere. And so they performed, I think, a week ago or a couple of days ago or something, and she had this big sleeve on or whatever. Hey, Susan Sparkman, Mickey is feeling a lot better. He has his procedure, so he's good. But I'm surprised as BTS aren't already. I just remember them from Puma ads and Adidas ads. Yes, I went back and watched those. I didn't know Adidas and Puma that BTS was sponsored, but I liked Sugar in the Adidas Puma ads. That's why I think I've seen all those pictures of Sugar. It's already been debunked. Has it already been debunked, Gemini? So yes, so they accused aespa, Winder aespa, of wearing a glove trying to cover it up. And then she got up there and she wore this short dress and it was cute, this gold and black dress. And it was short and you could see her arms and I'm like, where's the tattoo at? Like I don't know where the tattoo, I know where they claiming JK's tattoo, but where is the tattoo? Does anybody know where the tattoo is Winder supposed to be? Is it on her leg? Is it on her arm? Because I watched them perform. I watched her on the red carpet. I watched her up there accepting the award, and I didn't see no tattoo. So I was looking hard. I was like, maybe it's the resolution on my TV. Like I'm looking like this. I'm like, where is the tattoo at? She is. She's getting huge backlash over a rumor. I thought it was supposed to be in the same place as JK too. I didn't see no tattoo. I went online today and was looking it up, and I didn't on her arm. Yeah, the back of her arm. I was looking, girl. I was looking. I was slowing the video down. I didn't see no tattoo. I don't know. It's on her upper arm. Okay, it's on her upper arm. Okay, well I have to go back and look because again, when I saw her on the melons, I did not see the tattoo. I mean, it's not like close up. Like it must be really, really, really small because Marie Miller said it. I didn't see no tattoo. Girl, I was zooming in. I was on my phone, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in. I was like, where is this? It must be little bitty, honey, because I did not see no tattoo on her arm. And then she supposedly wore a glove that covered up I'm like, but I don't know if that's true or not. I don't even know if this chick even has a tattoo, y'all. At this point, I don't know what to believe. I don't know. The JK tattoo thing, again, I watched the video. I'm slowing it down. I'm zooming in and zooming out. I'm zooming in, I'm zooming out. I'm logging on Disney Plus on my phone because I wanted to see episode 2 around 1500. I'm slowing it down. I was like, I don't see anything out. So until I see these people, again, the aespa chick Winter was wearing a sleeveless dress in a real short dress. So I'm looking everywhere. And again, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. I'm like, where is this? Is it supposed to be? They stood up there and they got an award, and I'm just still looking like, I don't see this. I was like, this must be the smallest tattoo in history because I'm zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. I'm like, where's pictures of this tattoo? Like, I need real pictures, like them at an event with her with the tattoo, her in concert with the tattoo. Not a screenshot that somebody took from their phone or their computer. I don't know. That's not good enough. I need an official, like she's out somewhere with this tattoo. I've been all over the internet. I need an official photo. Everybody took a screenshot that somebody posted on Reddit and they've just mass produced this picture. And I'm looking at this picture going, I don't know where this picture is from. I don't know where they got this picture. So again, she's outperforming. aespa is a pretty visible group. So I'm like, surely she walked the red carpet at the melons. And I'm still like, no photographer zoomed in on this tattoo. Come on now, y'all. Come on, stop playing with me. No photographer zoomed in on this tattoo. I think somebody photoshopped the pictures too. Yeah, the same thing about JK. Where is another photo of this tattoo besides the one passed around on social media? I didn't look. I spent a whole day the other day looking. Every time I look this up, it's the same damn photo that everybody just copy and paste. Everybody just took the photo, downloaded it, and posted on their social media. I said, but where's another photo? And then they like, oh, they performed. And I'm like, okay. Oh, they was on a live stream. Okay. And I'm like, okay. So they're like, okay, they're going to the melons. I was ready for the melons, girl. I was zooming in. I'm telling you, I was like, okay. I was like, all the media at the Melon Awards. You mean to tell me nobody got a picture of this tattoo? How is that possible? When the media has high-powered cameras that are like effing telescopes. You mean to tell me all the media there from different media outlets in Korea, different media outlets all over the world. You mean to tell me now one reporter got a picture of this tattoo with her standing up there with no sleeves on, with a short dress on? Nobody, when she turned and went to walk with her group, nobody zoomed in. I'm thinking, surely someone's going to produce a photo today. I waited all day. I went and looked on the internet. I'm like, okay, ain't nobody got a picture besides this. I say, yeah, y'all playing with me today. Y'all playing. I couldn't understand it. Right, I couldn't tell. It was blurry. I don't know if it was a Band-Aid on his arm. I don't know what it was. I zoomed in and zoomed out on that too. I froze. I backed up. I froze. I backed up, and I was like, how could anybody come to the conclusion of looking at this? I'm like, I have a big screen TV. Like, I have a bigger screen. I was like, well, let me go to the bigger TV. Let me go to the 65-inch. Went to the 65-inch, and I'm still going, how did somebody decipher a blurry 2 seconds? Not even 2 seconds. 1 second. I counted it. I was like, okay. Like, how did somebody look at this shot on Are You Sure season 2 for literally a beat, like 1 second, and be able to tell that this tattoo matched Esper from like that? That's incredulous. I was like, I don't even know what I'm looking at. I'm like, it's just, I don't know if it's a smudge. I don't know if it's a Band-Aid. I don't know what it is. But how did somebody put these two things together? That makes me suspicious. It's too blurry. Even on a big screen TV, it's too blurry to make out what it is. I can't tell if it's a tattoo, a bandage, a Band-Aid, a dirt smudge, a scratch. He could have scratched himself. It looked like a scratch to me. I don't understand what they saw. It's like one of those ink blot things where you do an ink blot and people are like, oh, it's a butterfly. Like, oh, no, it's a dog. Like, that's what it looked like. It looks like an ink blotter. It looked like one of those things that, depending on who looks at it, but I don't understand how it was literally for a second. How did somebody come? That's why I said this thing has to be orchestrated, because there's no way I could even, first of all, I would have watched the show and not even saw it. I was like, wait a minute, I saw the episode. I was like, what the hell are y'all talking about? I had to go back and watch the episode and fast forward and rewind like at least a dozen times, because I'm like, I'm missing it. I'm like, okay, rewind, fast, wait, I missed it. Wait, let me go back. Let me watch. Let me freeze. Like, it took me literally 20 minutes just to freeze frame on it. Okay. I was going back and forth. I was like, okay. So I don't even understand how anybody even could freeze frame. I don't know what kind of Disney Plus subscription they got, but like, for me, when I even tried to freeze frame on it, it was like, I still couldn't get a glimpse of it, 3 puppy paw, I guess. Like, it didn't look like. Yes, and they send in protest trucks. Yeah. Me too. I'm like, at this point, I really want them to come out and say they're dating. After going through all of this, I would prefer if they would just come out and be like, look, we're dating. Then sending protest trucks and harassing people and issuing death threats, and not SM gonna sue people. I was like, y'all ain't even got to go through all this if y'all really dating. If they were really dating, I would be like, look, okay. But again, I keep coming back to the thing. Matching tattoos is not a thing in South Korea. It's not a thing in K-pop. It's not a thing in South Korea, but it's really not a thing in K-pop. I cannot believe that JK and Esper, who've been in the business this long, I refuse to believe this. Now, y'all know how I feel about the Jenny V thing. I will die on that hill. The Jenny V thing is real. Those videos, I've seen videos that I'm like, okay, before AI, I'm talking about going back to 2021. I will die on the Jenny V hill. I will die on that hill. I will die on that hill because of things that I can't say. But I will die on that hill because I will die. Let's just say, if you know, you know. I will die on that hill because there's enough there. But this thing here makes no sense. Again, I can't see anybody ruining their career about dating somebody that, unless he planned, I mean, even if he planned to marry her, none of this makes no sense. I'm like, why would they get matching tattoos and ruin their career and then put the tattoo any place visible? I mean, if you're gonna put a tattoo, it would be on your breast, it would be on your ass, it would be up your thigh, like it'd be on your bikini line, like some place that you, if you're gonna get matching tattoos, having an on both on your arm is the dumbest thing. Like they would lose me just for sheer stupidity. Like I would just be like, JK, I can't rock with you because you're just too dumb for me to rock with right now. Because that doesn't make any sense. Getting matching tattoos is not even a thing in South Korea. Getting tattoos, period, is not really a thing. Much less a couple. Much less a couple that ain't getting married. So unless these two get married, again, I've said it before and I'll say it again. And I said last week how dating goes down in South Korea, how dating goes down in the industry. And I said it before and I'll say it again, that men in the industry in particular date multiple women. I'm not accusing JK of this, but I'm like, this is what's happening. And I told y'all before that I was told that a lot of men and women in the industry don't want dating to be public because they want the freedom to be able to date who they want to be and break up with whoever they want to break up at any time. And that if they publicly came out and every time they had a relationship or every time they dated somebody, it would be public, it would throw salt in the game. That's basically what I was told. That nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. These men want to be free to date and lay up with whoever they want to date and lay up. And that's just what I've been told. That they're young people. That a lot of people don't have quote unquote relationships because it's too hard to cultivate real relationships. They're busy. There are a lot of hookups. There's a hookup culture in South Korea, period. But in the industry, there is a big, huge hookup culture. And there's nothing wrong with that. As long as you're both consenting adults, as long as you're both single people and you're not here married and cheating and everything like that, then that's fine. I don't have any issue with the hookup culture in South Korea at all. As long as you two grown people and y'all know what y'all getting into. But I cannot see the thing where you're dating somebody and you don't know if you're going to be dating this person for the next 6 months, 6 weeks, much less 6 years. So again, I can't see any way that this would be conceivable, that this makes any logical sense as a career, because that, like I said, how many couples that they are in K-pop, I'm like, y'all, there are people out there who are dating that y'all have never heard of. There are people dating people who are not in the industry. Nobody is out there getting couple tattoos. There are people who have dated people for years in the industry that nobody be like, what? You people you never even heard of together. That you didn't even know these people even knew each other. Like, there'll be a model or actor or actress and they've dated idols for years. There's an idol right now that I'm thinking of, a male idol that has dated a actress for years. They have been off and on literally for 6-7 years. And he's an idol in a well-known boy group. And nobody's ever put these two people ever together. Ever. 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 Like if I would say to the person, you'd be like, what? Like ever. And never will be, because they keep it very secret. So again, nobody's running out getting couple tattoos. It's silly. And again, I feel in my heart of hearts, and I said before, that this is orchestrated. I honestly feel, going back and looking before the tattoo thing. So before all this tattoo, there's been rumors off and on about Winter dating various people in K-pop. And there has been some evidence. I can't find a video. I can't find a picture. I can't find a leaked kiss. I can't find nothing. There is nothing linking JK to Winter. So I don't know who to blame. I don't know who to blame, because this is before Minhee Jin. This is not a Minhee Jin thing. I don't know who to blame. But this seems very orchestrated. Like when I went back and looked at the comments, I'm like, that seems orchestrated. And I don't know who to blame. I'm not blaming JK or Winter. I don't know whose idea this is. I have my own particular theories. If you want to know what I think in my heart of hearts, from the things that I've read, I think this is a jealous, I feel like this is a jealous ex, and I don't know whose. I feel like there's somebody who has an axe to grind with JK or Winter or both of them, and they're upset with either one of these people because of whatever. But I honestly starting to feel that it's somebody that somebody dated, and they're putting this out here because this rumor never died. It keeps cropping up, and I just feel like, in my hypothesis, from the things that this is not organic, this is set up, and I think somebody's angry. I really do. I don't think fans did this. I think this is orchestrated. If this is not for publicity or PR stunt, like a lot of people think it is, and this is not Min Hee Jin, this is not her, because this rumor, I think somebody's angry. I really think somebody is angry with one of these young people, and I think that they are on a mission to get them. And whatever. So I don't know who JK made mad or who Winter may have made, but I think this is some vindictive shit. I think this is somebody who is emotionally angry at one of these people, or maybe both. So I just, I don't know what this is. So I don't know if it's somebody they used to date. I don't know if it's somebody they pissed off. It could be a family member. It could be a friend. In the industry, I'm telling you, sometimes it be your own people. I tell y'all, it be people that they know out here doing this. And I honestly think somebody is doing this. And I just don't know who to blame. I don't think it's a PR thing, but anything's possible. But the way I've seen it, I'm like, this is going on too long. And this keeps cropping up. And I think somebody's fucking with one of these people. Somebody's messing with somebody on purpose and trying to ruin their career. And I don't know who to blame. Like I said, I don't know which one of these young people and it's not their fault. I really honestly don't think that it's Winter or JK's fault. Like, it's something that they set up. I think it's somebody that don't like them. Like, they've done something. They either turned somebody down or broke up with somebody maybe a couple of years ago. And maybe that person's just like, because people that are that petty. I can see JK dating someone a few years ago. And maybe, I don't know, maybe Winter, she caught his eye or something, or maybe this person thinks that Winter caught his eye, and she like, I'm finna get this MF. I can see somebody just like, oh, okay, so that's who you flirting with? All right, because people have done it before. Yeah, or wanted something and they were told no. Right, Ice Queen? Oh, did I look into the stuff I texted you this morning about the scandals and the government cover up? Yes, I did. I need to look into that as well. We're going to talk about all the scandals that are going on right now. So JK could be a playboy. I did a whole video. I said good. I said JK being a playboy. I'm like, all right. Is that supposed to be a bad thing? He's 20 something years old and he's good looking and rich. I expect him to be slaying everything moving, everything walking. I would be disappointed if JK didn't have a gaggle of women around him. I would be hurt. I'd be like, sir, you're doing this wrong, because I expect JK and all of these idols to have a constant barrage of women in some way, shape, or form, especially with JK being so affable. JK is not moody or melancholy. JK is a charming ass, good looking, sensual, sexual kind of guy. Like, he seems like a very sensual kind of man. Like, he the kind of dude I would hang out with. Like, if I was dudes, I would hang out with JK. Because I'm sure JK, wherever he goes, he attracts attention. Just like V. Just like Jimin. Everywhere they go, they're going to attract attention. So women are going to be like, who is that over there? They may not even know who the hell JK is, baby. I done heard that women don't even know who the hell they are. They go somewhere, they see the press. These women are opportunists, honey. They see the press, they like, who's that? JK. JK who? BTS. Oh, BTS? Oh, shit. I need to get over there. I need to get my ass over there. Get my agent over here. Go introduce us. Who? JK, the Korean guy, the Asian dude. Yeah, go introduce us. That's how it happens in Hollywood. Introduce us. Because I want to be near this person. This person gets lots of attention. That's how it's done. You get your agent, you get your PR. Come here. JK, Jungkook, yeah. BTS over there. Go over to his people and say, I want to meet him. And your PR person will go to their PR person and be like, hey, such and such would really like to meet JK. And they'll bring you over. Yeah, because that's what people do. That's what you're supposed to do. You're going to get into the face of the person who's getting the most attention. If you understand anything about BTS and their brand exposure and their popularity, Your goal as another famous person is to get in their face somewhere. And women have tried it. And they do always try it. I mean, just because this is, especially in America, especially internationally, they gonna try it. But again, this happens in Korea too. You have models that all you have models, y'all, in the industry that all they date is idols. That's all they date is idols. They date idols. That's all they date. They hang around idols. They go to idol parties, and that's all they do. There are a bunch of there's a gaggle of them. There's a gang of models that are in Japan and South Korea, and that's all they do is they bounce from dude to dude to dude. They go date this guy. They go date that guy. They hang around this party. They make sure they in certain rooms because it helps their career. And so, yeah, as JK, yeah, I'm sure women just, I mean, he has access to what he can have any woman he want to on the planet. That's a lot for a young guy, especially since he's been like this all of his life, like his like adolescent years, and that's a lot. That's a lot to go through. So he's gonna be around women, and people expect JK to be pious, some virgin. That ain't it. I'm like, that ain't. JK said Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday night after night. I'm be effing you right. I take his word for it. I'm like, that's what that man said. I'm like, he said that. Oh, he said that. Oh, okay. So this is how you getting down, Jay. I I don't expect him to be a pious virgin. None of these idols to me are pious teetotaling virgins. They no. I don't. Yeah, I expect him to be popular. And yeah, like I said, and women are gonna throw it at him. Especially when they come over here to the United States. Oh, honey. You know how many actresses and starlets then tried to slip BTS their number? Lots. You know how many female singers and then tried to. Now I'm not saying they're successful, but they have tried. They gonna try it. Especially, like I said, especially in the West. Y'all, they bold over here. You know, the women bold. They like, psh, hey, they all up in BTS's face. When BTS go to the award show, baby, I would watch these videos and be laughing. These women be so flummoxed and flustered. They just be like, oh, BTS, oh my God, like, oh my God, my kids love you. I'm like, girl. Oh my God, BTS, oh my God, we love you. We love you so much. Oh my God, hi. Girl, they be all hi. Girl, come on now. I didn't see the videos. They all in their face. Hi. Oh yeah, we can take a picture together. Girl, please, y'all miss me with that. Them women know what they doing. Them women know what they doing. They trying to be in BTS presence because at the time, especially 2021, 2022, they were the hottest things around. And when they come out with another album and they go to these damn award shows, again, these women gonna be out here. They gonna be like this. They gonna be all up in their faces with it. Cause that's just how it is, especially like I said, especially in the West. Girl, they gonna have to push a bra on. Girl, they gonna have to dress on, and they gonna be like, hey, I mean, because that's what you do. I mean, you gotta use what you got, okay, ladies. I'm not mad at them because that's what a lot of people do to get ahead in the business. They want to collab with BTS. They want to, be friends with BTS. They want to, especially if you're a singer. And that's kind of what you do. You get your PR people to get you in the room. Who's the biggest group? Okay, I need to be with that person. I mean, that's just how it is. Especially being a man. Like I tell people, if I would be reincarnated, I'd be reincarnated as a K-pop guy. Cause being a female in K-pop is miserable as fuck. Like it doesn't seem very fun. It's not fun. It's not fun. But being a guy in K-pop, that's where the fun is at. Like that's you have a bit more freedom. But being a woman in K-pop, oh my God, like God, you have to deal with creeps. You have to deal with misogyny. You have to deal with creeps. You have to deal with a lot of creeps. Creeps. May I emphasize the creeps of being a female in the business because they got, but to be a man, it's like a buffet. It's like whatever you feel like you want to do. Oh, that reminds me. Anyway, we're going to get to that. But yes, I think back to what I was saying, I think the JK Winter thing is very orchestrated. I feel somebody somewhere is doing this. And what their motivation is, I don't know. But the only time I know that anybody is this motivated to keep putting these rumors out here is if somebody is spiteful. Somebody is mad. Because it seems very spiteful. It seems very timed and spiteful. It's like JK finna come out. JK got a TV show out. Let's try to do everything to try to resolve. So again, I don't know who is on, but I'm telling you, Hive need to get on it. Hive need, y'all know I have problems with Hive. Hive need to get on it. I would sue everything moving. I'd be like, you get a lawsuit. You get a lawsuit. Hive's legal team, stay paid. Well, I would sue anybody that posted it. I would get these pictures off the internet so quick they make your head spin. Anytime anyone would post a picture, I'd be like, bloop, cease and desist. Bloop, cease and desist. I would cease and desist everybody on the internet who would even repost these damn pics. That's what I would do. But Hive, child, I won't even get into that. Hive, these agencies, not just Hive, but these agencies they have a vested interest to keep up mess. You know, they have an invested interest to keep up mess. You know, I also said maybe JK rejected that person. Yes, Hive is horrible. I've criticized all the agencies, but to me, Hive, all of them do a horrible job of protecting the artists. But somebody pissed off somebody. You can't convince me. This is orchestrated. This is somebody willingly going out and posting things or having people post things. I've been on the internet just like the shit with the new jeans and the Team Bunnies. I told y'all. I said this is orchestrated. I said this is not organic. I said there ain't that many new jeans fans out there. Hell no. I said this is I said I know what this is. When I start seeing the same comments over and over again, I'm like, this is orchestrated. I said, this is PR. This is something, there's something in here not right. I said, this is somebody or somebody's out here going on the internet and posting things and pretending to be multiple people. And it's really not that many people. And I said, it's just a very orchestrated campaign. The same thing with the JK Winter thing. I think there is a group of people or certain people out there that are out here trying to ruin JK and Winter. Either one of them or both of them. And maybe one of them is just collateral damage. I don't know. They're not paying their fixer anymore? I guess not. Hello from the Philippines. Hello, Philippines. Maybe. I don't know who's doing it. It's probably Minnie Jen. Yeah, Team Bunnies is getting sued. I did a video. They're getting sued by B-Lift for defamation for what they accuse Islet of plagiarism. So they're getting sued. Team Bunnies is a fan group, a private fan group that apparently had a lot of access to New Jeans and Minhee Jin, and allegedly is run by some 17-year-old, but B-Lift Lab is suing the parents and this minor for like, I think it's like $68,000 in US dollars. They suing them. They like, well, enough of this. Because they get tired of the defamation. They should have did this a year ago. But okay. So, you know, that I did a story about that too. But yeah, I think Hive and SM needs to do a better job other than just suing people. They need to be on the offensive and start sending cease and desist letters to these people online who keeps reporting, and the people who keep harassing Winter and harassing and threatening JK and sending protest trucks and stuff like that. Because again, I don't think armies care that much. Like, I don't think like it's, to me, it just seems a lot of people like attacking Winter and like online, but like when it comes to like the protest trucks and funeral wreaths, I don't think armies have done that. Like, I don't think armies are that invested that much. Like these ESPA fans are, which again, to me, I'll say it before and say it again. The day I am sending protest trucks about a female, I would be certifiably part of the LGBTQIA group, because I know, now the JK thing, I understand, ladies. I understand. It's crazy, but I understand. But the girl groups, I don't understand. I'm not lesbian. Why would I, even if I was a fan of ESPA, be concerned about who the hell Winter is dating? Like, why would I? Why would I'd be like, ma'am, okay. Oh, winners with JK. Oh, okay, girl. Congratulations. Like, that's all I would say. Congratulations, girl. I don't like BTS. Like, go ahead, girl. High five. Like, what am I gonna say? It's a girl. Like, I don't that is so bizarre. That is something that I have yet to understand. The appeal of a woman liking a girl group or that invested emotionally in a girl group unless they had some sort of like sexual attraction to it. That's the only thing. But these people don't. They just I don't that's another time for another video because I just don't get it. Somebody help me understand. I don't get it. All right. But okay. Ever since V and Jenny's dating, all hell broke loose about BTS and their dating. It's just the EXO CBS and SM thing. That is, yes, that is the thing that doesn't get talked about a lot. I've talked about it many times on my live streams about the EXO thing. The EXO thing is some ish, y'all. It is, they are just like, SM don't play. SM is like, bye. Like the group is just continuing on without them. Like they are just like, bye. Like, yes, nobody is talking about the EXO thing. I don't understand it. EXO is way bigger group than New Jeans. EXO, this situation has been going on for years with EXO and SM. SM is literally doing them dirty. They did them dirty. Like they really had a claim to getting out of their contract. EXO, them members were right to try to take it to court. Now they lost, but they had their right. They had real legitimate complaints about money, about royalties, about solo. They had real complaints, like real business complaints. Not somebody ignored me in the hallway. Not, well, this group is plagiarizing me. None of that. They had real legitimate issues to take to SM that they tried to get fixed before they sued them. Before they tried to get out of their contract, they took it to SM to try to mitigate, and it never happened. The SM just basically virtually ignored them, And why this has not blown up like it's supposed to, I can't even tell you, because to me, CBX are real victims. They are real victims in this. They are getting done dirty by SM. Like I went over and looked, and I was like, this ain't right. Like, but there's nothing they can do. They lost their case, and then now it's like SM is like, we finna come out with a new album and we're gonna go on a tour and you gonna sit down somewhere. So it's sad. Like it's really, really sad. I don't understand how I can understand relating to a girl group, but I'm not to the point where I care about who they date. That's just weird to me. I can't relate to any girl. I've never liked girl groups. I've never liked girl groups ever. I've never been into Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera. I've never been into Rihanna. I've never been into Beyonce. It's weird to me. I listen to their music on a casual level, but I've never been into boy groups either. BTS is the only boy group I've ever been into. But I can understand why women are into boy groups. I can understand why men are into girl groups. I can't understand why men would be very hardcore into BTS unless they were homosexuals. And I could not understand why women would be hardcore into girl groups unless they were homosexuals. That's the only thing I can understand. How my mind goes. I was like, to the point where worrying about who they dating, why that is a whole nother level of psychosis that I don't understand. I was like, relating to somebody is one thing, but trying to control like who their date over another woman, I'm like, that's just weird. Like there's some sort of like sexual psycho thing going there. Promise you that needs to be analyzed. There's some sex there. Something that always boils down to sex. I'm telling you. In my experience, it always boils down to sex. There's some sexual attraction there. Like I've seen it. I'm just like, oh, okay. All right. Because if I admire Beyonce and Taylor Swift, I admire them as being artists, but I wouldn't try to stop who they dated. Like, you know what? I wouldn't do that to nobody, but I'm like, as a girl, like, what would I just, not unless I was trying to get with them. Yeah, I don't care who anyone dates it either. I agree. It's not the BTS rap line gets me. Yeah, I like the BTS rap line. I'm a rap line girl. The other ones, I appreciate JK and Jimin and Jin and V, I really appreciate them, but I'm a rap line girl. Like the rap line is my thing. You know. EXO live performance also shows how impactful CBS. It does. It does. It does. I'm not an EXO fan. I don't know a lot about EXO, but I did went to go see Kai, and he was really good. I didn't know anything about Kai or his solo or anything. Me and Jennifer went there and we had a good time. And I just think that they were done. The more I read about the story, the more I realized that I feel like they were done dirty. I just feel like SM, but it's SM. You know, SM got a reputation. Oh, I'm still working on my SM video, baby. It's a lot. SM got a reputation of like, we don't give a damn. I'm going to see Twice in January. I don't know any Twice songs. I don't know not one damn Twice song. I don't know a Twice member. I don't know Twice 3 times or 5 or 6 or 4. I don't know anything about Twice, but we are going to see. We got tickets. Twice, if not, they have boyfriends. Shout out to Kitty. She's been sneezing a lot today. Kai concert. Jennifer, is that you? Wait a minute. Jennifer, are you Amethyst Sky? Wait a minute, Jennifer. Wait a minute. Is that you? Oh, Jennifer. Amethyst Sky is Jennifer on the cool. Wait a minute, because Jennifer, she like, bitch. I didn't know y'all finally figured it out. Y'all, Amethyst Sky is Jennifer. She finally got her account up and running. It took me a while to figure out. I was like, girl, what you talking about? You, girl, no hints went right over my head, girl. Okay, Amethyst Sky is Jennifer. Has Kitty been sneezing today? Does she have a cold? Does she need to go to the vet? She been sneezing. She been sneezing. You been throwing me hints, girl. There was a hints went right on my head, girl. And yeah, Amethyst is Jennifer. She's like, we gonna go to that Twice concert, girl. We gonna figure it out. Oh, you figured it out when I was talking about the wedding dress? Amethyst guy with a Jennifer is my sister-in-law. She is my K-pop gatekeeper. I would not know K-pop if it wasn't for Jennifer. She's the one that took me to my first K-pop concert. She's the one that liked BTS first and liked K-pop first. And now it aggravates her that I love BTS more than she does. So without her, I wouldn't have this channel. I wouldn't have nothing. But we go to every K-pop concert is me and Jennifer. Yes, the wedding dress. Jennifer said no, she's not dealing with the wedding dress. Yes. Jennifer just snuck on here and tell me, hey, everybody. See, there's another subscriber I have, and her name is Amethyst something else. It's not Amethyst Sky, it's Amethyst something else. So there is another subscriber that comes in here, but it's another Amethyst. Girl, you had me up here. Anyway, y'all say hi to Jennifer. But anyway, so we've talked about that. Regarding Adore, Hybe, and Minhee Jin, again, I got videos coming out this week. Y'all know that Bong PD is y'all say a prayer for Bong PD, baby. He going through it. I'm not trying. Look, y'all. I'm not trying to laugh, y'all. I am really not. I'm not. But Bong PD is going through it, honey. He done had his assets frozen. He done had his home and his office raided. Y'all, Bong PD is going through it, baby. I did a video, but I have more set up about the updates and everything this week about Minhee Jin because it's a lot. It is Minhee Jin is a gift that keeps on giving. It is a lot. With the court case is still continuing on until January, it's a lot. So this week, y'all stay tuned because I have to go through the court records and the numerous articles and trying to suss out without it being a 2-hour video because honey, it's a lot. It's a lot about Minhee Jin and her ex that was working at Adore, and I mean not working at, but working for Adore. It's a lot. It's a lot. So anyway, so just stay tuned, y'all. It's a lot for me to talk. So anyway, we're gonna get to the Melon Awards. I can't stop. I can't stop laughing about the Melon Awards. Earlier, I was telling Jennifer I was kikiing in a car because the Melon Awards had me laughing, y'all. So I thought the mamas, I was like, okay, the mom, but the Melon Awards have it. First of all, they've been online dragging G-Dragon. They was dragging him. I was like, y'all gonna get me in trouble with VIPs. Y'all gonna get me. They was like, okay, so if you don't know, the Melon Music Awards happened again. I was saying that they aired early this morning. I woke up. He said he's an XX. They gonna leave G-Dragon alone, Jennifer. So they've been online. Okay, so the Melon Awards happened. G-Dragon, he got like Artist of the Year. He got like Song of the Year. He won like the big top awards and like a few of the small. So I think he got 5 awards in all. First of all, when he won his first awards before he performed later on in the night. First of all, when he got his award, his first award, and you know they have different outfits than the stage outfit. People was talking about he was looking like somebody auntie. Don't y'all do G-Dragon like that. Somebody was like, who is this lesbian? I said, oh no. They talking about why G-Dragon got his auntie outfit on. I said, I can't even participate in this conversation. They talk about G-Dragon over there then borrowed his hip cool auntie's clothes. Cause you know they say everybody got that at the auntie that's young, that's like younger than your mama and daddy and she cool. And they were like, G-Dragon looked like he borrowed his cool auntie's outfit. I couldn't participate in that. I said, oh, I read it and I giggled and I said, y'all wrong for that. Y'all wrong for that. Now look, he did have a sweater on. Okay. He had this out. Okay. He had these earrings and he had the sunglasses and he had this necklace and he had a kind of off the shoulder black sweater and he had this big like flowered brooch. Now look. I admit it was giving auntie. It was giving church auntie. Like I was like, they was like, who answers this? I said, oh my God. My kids was like, is that a woman? I said, oh my God. I said, y'all know G-Dragon is very eclectic. Y'all leave that man alone. First, then they said it. Then when he got out and performed, people said that he went and got another auntie outfit. And they was roasting the aunt. They were like, oh, he got his other auntie outfit. I said, y'all leave. I said, first of all, y'all leave G-Dragon's auntie out of this. Second of all, y'all leave G-Dragon alone. Y'all stop it. Stop it. Leave that Ajuma alone. Right. You leave that Ajuma alone. Leave that auntie alone. I'm like, yeah, he did kind of look like. So if you guys have not seen his Melon performance and his Melon acceptance speeches, you can go on YouTube and pull it up and you will see the video. And you will see the outfit and be like, y'all will be like, what is he wearing? Oh, what is he wearing? And so people like, despite the look, I don't know any VIP Army's history. I don't acknowledge any fandom wars because again, I like music. I don't care if it's BTS. I don't care if it's Blackpink. I don't care if it's Big Bang. I respect Big Bang greatly. Y'all know I'm a Big Bang apologist. But I can't apologize for them outfits. Now look, now damn it. I saw those outfits and I'm like, woo, I'm like G-Dragon. Cause at the mamas, he was looking cute. Like at the mamas, I think he was looking really nice. But the Melons, I was like, ooh. I said, but you know, y'all know G-Dragon is very like artsy and eclectic. So I just let it go. But then he got up and performed. And online, they've been dragging him. They said, what in the hell is this? They were like, what is this performance? They were like, he didn't even sing. Then he went to the audience and he was giving people the microphone. Okay, so I sat there and watched this performance because I wanted to see. Because people were like, what is this? Because they criticized him for his mama's performance as well. Because they were like, he didn't even sing. He didn't even dance. I mean, there's some parts in it that, you know, G-Dragon is just vibes, y'all. G-Dragon be up there with, you know, G-Dragon got the microphone and he be like, you know, he just be vibing and dancers will be over here and he will be over here. He was like, just vibes. Just vibes. Just vibes. Just vibes. You know, G-Dragon be vibing. So I saw the performance. I did watch it, the whole thing twice. And I didn't think it was that bad. I think it looked like a performance in the West, like a Grammy performance. So again, if you are expecting polished performance from G-Dragon, I don't know what to tell you. You're not, come on now. Like if you are expecting G-Dragon to come up there and do an 8 count and you expect him to bust out some spectacular moves. I'm just like, y'all should know from last year when he performed at the Mamas, you are not gonna get that. You're gonna get a backtrack. He's not gonna sing with the microphone. Sometimes he'll just yell things that have nothing to do with the song. You'll think it's a remix. You're like, is this a remix? Like what? Look, y'all know you are not gonna get coherent performance from G Dragon. Y'all know if y'all go to a G Dragon concert, which I would love to go to a G Dragon, that you know you just gonna get vibes. You just vibes. You know? See how yeah, took that ass from me. You know damn well you're not gonna get any singing. You know. Oh, your Tae Young is your obsession? Sugar is my obsession. He did look nice at the Mamas. He looked really cute at the Mamas. You didn't see the award? Yeah, go watch the videos. Go watch the video. Yeah. You know, again, yeah, G-Dragon don't care. G-Dragon doesn't care. Like if you are thinking G-Dragon go up there and sing and harmonize and sing on key or on beat, or you think he's going to get the lyrics right, or you think he's going to get the dance moves right, you are sorely mistaken. You are setting yourself up for failure. G-Dragon on stage is vibes, bitch. It is vibes. It is vibes. It is this. Then he handed the microphone off and this other dude started singing. I was like, this is fun. I thought the performance was fun. Y'all go watch the performance. Come back. Y'all can tell me in the comment section after this video what y'all thought. I thought the performance was fun. I thought the performance was like me watching something at the Grammys or American Music Awards. I am not a G-Dragon apologist. I understand that it took me a while to realize what I was watching, but I liked it. I didn't mind the performance. Now, the one at the Mamas, that was something else. I thought that was a little weird, but this one, it just seemed fun. I was hoping he was going to be here. We would have went. Yeah, if G-Dragon would have came to Dallas, we would have went. Yeah. He didn't care. Yeah, G-Dragon proved that he didn't care about anything. That's what Jennifer said. Jennifer said, let G-Dragon be G-Dragon. He don't care. I said, G-Dragon don't care. He's still going to sell albums. He's still going to get nominated for awards. He's still going to do tours. He's still going to get up here like this. He's still going to do that. So he's still a legend. He's still really, really talented. Big Bang sing. Yeah, G-Dragon always bring the vibes. Right. They the singers. Tae Yang and Daesung are the singers. He like, I bring the vibes in the rapping. And people like, does G-Dragon sing? He don't rap? I say he don't have to. You leave G-Dragon alone. He ain't got to sing. He ain't got to rap. He just got to show up. Sometimes he's looking really cute. Now, I know some of y'all be going in on G-Dragon because y'all like, this man is not attractive. I know y'all be calling him Pee Wee Herman. I'm not going to indulge that today. No, ma'am, I'm not going to laugh. I'm not going to indulge you calling this man Pee Wee Herman. Now, I know some of y'all are like, I don't understand why anybody finds G-Dragon attractive. But I'm telling you, his performance was fun. Matter of fact, I'm going to watch it right now because it was just vibes. I mean, I was just like, just vibes, just vibing. I thought it was a good, but again, when you talk about South Korea and you talk about like, you know, how they expect everything to be like on point and precision, G-Dragon, they going to keep dragging him because I'm like, every performance he do, they even mad because he got Artist of the Year. There are videos now saying that he shouldn't have got Artist of the Year.
Hello guys, welcome.
And they saying that it was awful. I mean, but people are starting to, we'll see within the next couple of days what kind of videos people post about the Melons. You know, people got to watch it and do videos. And so we'll see. But I watched it. I thought the performances were a lot better than the Mamas. I thought the stage was just simple. And sometimes I like simple. Winning best choreography at the Mamas, look. Shelling P, we're not going to discuss that. I was like, he won best choreography over J-Hope. I'm like, wow, okay, you know, that was questionable. Jennifer is a GD apologist. She said the media put him through trauma. He just shows up and does his own thing. G-Dragon is awkward. he brings the vibe, and it's just like I don't know what people are expecting out of him. Like I don't understand. Every performance, this is it. This is what you're going to get out of him. But again, the VIPs who love Big Bang and the people who love G Dragon, we all understand that. I don't expect this man to get up here and do anything coherent, you know. The Melon Awards is better than the Mamas. Yes, they are much I hope he heals. So do I. Maybe one day. No, she said he was hot on his day. I still think G Dragon can. He was good looking on. I don't care what anybody say. G Dragon on the Mamas was looking cute. He had a suit. I think he was looking stunning at the Mamas this year. I think he was looking stunning. I think he was looking cute. He's Kim Jong. It's still cool. He's still cool though. I think he was stunning. And the Mamas, I think he looked real good. I think he was really, really, really good looking. Like I thought he looked the best that I've seen him. But the industry has, I do agree with Jennifer, it has put him through a lot. I was so shocked when a year and a half ago, I sat there and watched like a whole documentary about his life and was stunned that the things that he had went through in the industry since he was a kid. He's been in the industry since he was 5 years old. Like he's been entertaining since he was a kid, and the things that like his mother put him through, and like if you don't know the story of G Dragon, I would suggest you one day y'all go look it up because it is very sad. It's very like I was shook because it is a very sad story of somebody that's been in the business at a young age and probably saw God, and somebody who was obviously, I never realized how talented. I talk about how talented G Dragon was, like a child prodigy, like that kind of talented. He was talented and a very hard worker. He worked hard to get where he's at. He's very talented. You know, he's very, very, I never realized how talented he was. He's a very talented guy. And just to go back and see the videos and to see like I said, they have Big Bang videos online. If you guys have not watched like the YG Big Bang like videos, there's a bunch of them, like a whole documentary. They're 30, like each video is like 25 to 30 minutes. And I think it's like 6 or 7 parts. If you go back and watch that, you will understand, you know, just his level of agency at such a young age. Yeah, he went through it in the military. G Dragon is the same person that I told y'all that went to the military and they were drawing pictures of his private parts, and they were saying really nasty things to him in the military, like borderline, like just disgusting, perverted things. He was harassed in the military. He was surrounded. I think I was like, I've never known anyone to be in the military. It seemed to me like he was surrounded by perverts in the military. He went through it. He was harassed in the military. He kind of talked about it, but hasn't fully on talked about it. But he went through it, honey. They were doing all kinds of, you know, like I told you, I said they G Dragon. I think they were like stealing his underwear and stuff. Like it was just really weird. Is it on the YG official channel? I don't think it is. Let me see what channel it is, and I'll be able to tell y'all the YG documentary because I found it by accident. I was looking up. I went through a whole because I'm doing a whole Big Bang like retrospect, like I'm researching. And so I found it by accident, but I'll tell y'all what channel it is. But yeah, G Dragon went to, Jennifer's like, you leave G Dragon alone. I said, girl, I respect that man. Like I said, I didn't respect him as much until I watched this documentary just to see him and T.O.P. my bias. But you know, whatever. But yeah, and to see let me try to find it because it's something that I was just searching and it just popped up one day, and it's something that don't pop up very often. Let me see if I can find it. But yeah, it's pretty interesting to see him at such a young age and just the maturity that he had at such a young age. You know, I was like, oh, it's if you look up Big Bang documentary. It is on a Vietnamese channel that I cannot pronounce. It's what is it? Pham Tran Minh. That's the name. So if you look up Big Bang documentary, it should pull up. There are 11 videos. Each video is about 30 minutes. And yes, there's 11 videos. And you get to see Daddy YG in all of his glory. And his savagery, like Daddy YG is in this video, and we all know how we all feel about Daddy YG now. Now I know some of you got. Now I respect Daddy YG, but I know some of y'all come on here and y'all drag his ass for filth. I know some of y'all 21 fans is not over it. Because the way I know some of y'all hate Daddy YG. Y'all hate this man. Y'all, between Isuman and Daddy YG, I don't know who gets most of the haters. Because anytime I bring up Isuman for SM, here come Army. We're like, SM, Isuman. And then I bring up YG, and y'all like, YG. Y'all like, Yang, Daddy Yang. The hell with him. I know some of y'all don't like him. Like, yeah, because he's done some questionable things throughout. Daddy YG has done it. Even though I respect him. There wouldn't be K-pop without him. But I acknowledge that Daddy YG is not the CEO for a reason. And he's done a lot of dirt. And he's hurt a lot of groups. And y'all understand that. Y'all, like I said, y'all still mad about the 21 thing. Which I understand. I get it. But yeah, Daddy YG is on here. And you will see how savage Daddy YG is. Daddy YG is savage. Like the way he talks to Big Bang, I'm like, oh, okay, wow. I mean, he's brutally honest. Because he tells Taeyang, like, you're not a strong singer. You're really not that good. I'm paraphrasing, but it's brutal. If you are like Big Bang and you get in your feelings, this is hard to watch, Daddy. Because Daddy YG is real brutal. The only one he really liked was G-Dragon. He didn't like the rest of them. I gave him a feeling that Daddy YG didn't like none of them. Except for G-Dragon. That was the only one. And they had another member of the group, but he didn't make the cut. But yeah, originally Big Bang was 5 of them. And the other one didn't make the cut. But to listen Daddy YG go cut into them, I'm like, yeah. I was like, okay. And you could just see like, and they were so young. And you could see Taeyang's face just, his little heart looked broken. And you could see Daesang, his little heart was broken. And you can see that they were like, he did 21 dirty, He a groomer too. Now y'all getting into, okay. So Daddy YG, if y'all don't know, married a woman a lot younger than him. And so those rumors have been going around for years about his relationship with his wife. I was going to say something, but I ain't going to say it. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. But yeah, it's you watching that documentary, it is very sad to see him talk. I mean, I was like, if this is the way he talked to everybody, I'm like, yikes. I understand it can be brutal in the K-pop industry, but he was brutal. And you can see that like their confidence was bad. He didn't like T.O.P. He told T.O.P, you can't dance. Because T.O.P. struggled with learning the dance, but he's not a dancer. And he would just get into T.O.P. and just tell him, like, you can't dance. You're not a good dancer. You're not. And T.O.P. was always afraid that he wasn't going to make the cut. He would work hard to learn the dance moves and everything. Even though T.O.P. was talented, but it was just a dancing thing. And Daddy YG wanted perfection. He really wanted perfection. And Big Bang was kind of like his little pet rap project. Because, so he invested a lot of time and energy into Big Bang. And so you just see it. Like it's very shocking. Like it's shocking because they look so young. And you could tell that they are young. And I didn't know that Big Bang had been trainees at a very young age. Like they were trainees like around 14, 15 when they started. And Taeyang is to see him now to be this really gorgeous guy and this phenomenal singer and him part of Big Bang and the persona, to see Taeyang as a 17, I think he's 17 here, 18, and to see his nervousness and his level of confidence is not very high. And Taeyang was saying that he can't talk to girls. And he's like, I can't talk to girls. And he's like, I get really nervous. And he's like, I get nervous around people. And to see him like such a ball of nerves, I'm like, is this the same Taeyang that Jimin talk about? That's his idol, the idol of idols. I'm like, this Taeyang, I can't believe, I was like, this is not the same person. I was like, this Taeyang? Who's nervous around girls, who doubts his singing and talent throughout the whole documentary. He's just like, I don't know if I'm good enough. Like you can see the angst on his face. Like he can't talk to girls. He doesn't think he's a good enough singer. He doesn't think he's a good enough dancer. You see them sing live and Taeyang is phenomenal. Like he is a born singer. He's talented. But the way Daddy YG would just lay into him, I'm just like, ooh, yikes. He just pretty much Tay Yang that he ain't shit. Like I get to the point where he really don't like him. He just be like, I don't think you ready. I just don't think you. I'm like, wow. Like, and his little face is like, to see him, he like, you know, Tay Yang was very cool. Wedding Dress is your all time. I like that song. My lips, hips, what's the song? The lips, hips, touch, whatever. I wonder if his dad talked to him like that growing up. I wonder, with Daddy YG? Probably. Somebody told Daddy YG this is how I go. Cause he's brutal. And then like I said, he's not abusive. But he's just really blatantly honest. Just like to the point where like, I don't know if this is just his way of motivate. I don't know if this is just his shtick. Like maybe that's just how he deals with business. I don't know. But like I said, I cringed a little bit because again, I was so freaked out because I'm like, this is Tay Yang, this is the what the abs and the baby. I'm like, that's Tay Yang, girl. I'm sitting here. I'm like, this is the same. This is the baby. I'm like, wow, fantastic baby. Like I'm like, what? I was like, wait a minute, this is not the same. It's the same one, and to see him just kind of crumple, his self-esteem. Like I said, I don't know why YG does this as a psychological tactic to motivate them to work harder because people do that a lot. People do that. But it was just amazing to see them so young and so like a bundle of. And the only one that he didn't fuck with was G-Dragon. G-Dragon just be sitting back in the back real quiet. He'd be watching, looking at everything. G-Dragon be looking at everything. G-Dragon rap. He sing. He dance. He rap. He sing. He'd be like, you okay? And G-Dragon like, okay. But he's like, the rest of you hoes. But the rest of you hoes, you are ugly. You can't sing. You ain't got no stage presence. You crazy. You can't dance. I was like, damn. I was taking body blows. I'm like, body blows. I'm like, damn. I was like, okay. He was pretty condescending. JYP does that sometimes too, but YG do this all the time. Like I watched the documentary and he was relentless. He never was like, hey, you guys are doing kind of a good, because you can't just be like that all the time. Like you can't just be mean and condescending all the time. But Daddy YG, apparently that's just how I was like, ooh, I was clutching the prayer. I was like, ooh. Oh, it doesn't. GD loves his team too. He actually it hurts him to see his team get ripped. Probably because it was, Daddy YG is a bit, you think so? A bit self-absorbed? He seemed like a condescending, arrogant asshole watching this. To see his body movements, I was like, oh, he wanted him. Daddy YG is probably really arrogant because he probably thinks that he invented K-pop. Which it wouldn't be no K-pop without him. I understand it, but I think like it's kind of like went to his head like there wouldn't be in the industry if it wasn't for me. I'm like, oh God, here we go. Like he'd be one of them dudes that would go to the party and drink too much and then be telling everybody off. I started out. Oh yeah, we know. I started out. We were the first popular, and you just sitting there like, all right, dude. Like, yeah, we know. Like, how long is he gonna go on? How drunk is he? Oh God, he going on and on about this again. Shit. He would be that type of dude that be at the party, get drunk, and then cuss everybody out. He the type of dude that you invite to the family reunion, and he remind everybody in the room how successful he is, and be like, I started all of this, and you be like, yeah, okay. I know he had a rap career, yes. He had a really good rap career. He is again one of the progenitors of hip hop in Korea and K-pop. I did a whole video about the history of K-pop, and really, yes, without him and several others, there really wouldn't be a push for K-pop like it was if it wasn't for him and his group. But again, I think Daddy YG is the type of person that's gonna remind you of it at all times. You know, you cross him and he's like, I started all, you're like, oh shit. So I don't know, but yes, if y'all have not seen the G Dragon, the documentary, it is very interesting to see how it used to be in the early days, and how hard they worked. And like I said, for me, I didn't know a lot about the inner workings of Big Bang, but I got a really good love and respect for them. That's how I feel the way I feel about Big Bang. It's because I watched this documentary. And again, y'all know I watch people die. I need to stop watching documentaries because that's how I be falling in love with people. Because the reason why I fell in love with BTS is because I watched the documentary. Same thing with Big Bang. I watched this 11-part documentary and fell in love with them. And I said, oh, okay, I understand them now. And then I started listening to their music. Same thing with BTS. So you get me to watching a good documentary, I will fall in love with your group. And so to know them and the things that they've been through is to see them rise how they did. It's amazing. But YG did a lot of things right back then. Now, as to today, y'all know I don't mean YG. I don't like the way they did Blackpink. But anyway, so speaking of Blackpink, Jenny was at the Melon Awards. Now look, now wait, no, come on now. Okay, I know I'm finna hear it. I don't want to hear it. No, I take that back. Come on, bring it. I want to hear it tonight. Have y'all watched Jenny's performance at the Melon Awards? Every time I talk about Blackpink, I have to sound like this. Did you know that Blackpink is still on tour? Did you see Jenny? She performed three, and she got I think 2 awards. Jenny Kim, ladies and gentlemen. To hell with y'all. To hell with all of you. All of y'all watching this video. To hell with all y'all. I'm gonna do a preemptive because Jennifer is here. Jennifer, like, I told you, Jennifer. Jennifer says she still got enough energy to stand up. Jennifer, now to hell with you. You know, don't nobody go in on Blackpink like Jennifer. Yes, I'm a big fan. I can't even talk. Because I think about all the conversations me and Jennifer have had about Blackpink, and she just be like, whoosh, roasting them, just lighting them on fire. Take that, Blackpink. I was like, Jenny did got. Let's pull up Jenny. Have y'all seen the Jenny perform? When y'all get a chance, go pull up Jenny. Again, I don't want to get kicked out the blinks. Y'all, Big Baby VIP's already getting mad at me. I'd rather not. Oh, Jenny. She won a few awards. She looked, like I said, okay, when she was up there accepting her award, she had this white dress on and she looked phenomenal. Now, when she was performing, now I admit it, when her outfit that she had on when she performed, now it looked like she was wearing a poopy diaper. Now look, you didn't hear this from me. You don't y'all go out there in them streets and be like, NomadicKitty said on her channel that Jenny performed and she looked like she had a poopy diaper on. Y'all don't repeat that shit out here in these streets. She got an award. I think she got 2 awards. For what? I forgot what it was. Jennifer, I forgot what it was. Okay, again, she may have looked like she was wearing a poopy diaper. Now, I was confused. I was like, who put Jenny in this? She said, best of luck. I didn't understand. I didn't understand what was going on with this outfit. Jenny is a beautiful, beautiful girl. Okay. But I mean, Jenny she said y'all just be going in. I mean, she looked good, but her songs aren't very like her songs aren't very like, her songs ain't very like rhythmic, so she can just come out there and just do this, but what she was wearing, I was distracted because I didn't understand like why they would put this beautiful girl in this outfit. And like I said, I like the song Jenny. Jenny, 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 Jenny. Have you ever met? Like, I just didn't understand. I didn't understand why she was up there wearing this outfit. I was like, who did this? Like, who did this to Jenny? Jenny, who hurt you? And she did like Zen, and I don't like Zen. But again, like I said, I like Jenny. Y'all can get mad all y'all want to. But I mean, but this I'm finna show y'all in a minute. I personally don't. No, she did not dance that much. I watched the whole performance twice. She did not dance that much. Her songs are not very like. It's just. I just her songs are very like dance songs, like Lisa songs are. And so yeah, so she didn't have to dance that much. I don't think Jenny likes dancing that much, to be honest with y'all. I don't think Jenny likes dancing that much. I told y'all before, Jenny don't like dancing. So her songs are very like low key. And even on the song song, like Jenny, that song is a bit more. And the music video is have her up there. Jenny. She said this outfit, but this outfit right here, girl, girl, why? So she do a lot of that. So that's what Jenny do. She just do a lot of the top look like a bib. Y'all don't have them blinks come on and come for me. They gonna kick me out the club, y'all. Them blinks gonna be like, Key, you blah. I'm like, oh, blinks, I love y'all. Y'all know I got. Jenny was vibes. Jenny was like, I was like, girl, get it. I was like, go, Jenny. Go, Jenny. Just vibes. Just vibes. Wear your diaper and your nappy. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go, Jenny. Go, Jenny. Like, it was just vibes. It was just vibes. She's just vibing out there. She's just vibing with her diaper on and a bib. Whatever. I like. The arm flutters. Jennifer is very popular with the girl groups. All the girl groups are like this. They love the arms. They just do the arms. They do a lot of arms. A lot of arms. Just a lot of that. So yeah, Jenny, she just vibes, They and Blinks is gonna be mad, girl. They're gonna be like, I'll be like, girl, ladies. But I had to call it. I had to call it like I see it. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat Blackpink fans. I'm just not gonna do it. Like, I'm not. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. Blackpink should not be together as a group. Blackpink should go about their merry way and have their solo careers and just call it a day. I understand people love Jenny. I understand people love Blackpink. I have nothing personally against them, but I just can't. I can't with that. Like, I can't sit there. I wouldn't be able to go on a tour of hers and watch that for 2 hours. I'd just be like, I'll be bored. The diaper. I was like, who? And then I'm not blaming her because somebody put her in there and thought it was cute. Somebody was like, ooh, girl, we're going to get this top. It's going to be sexy. It's going to be white. And I'm like, I don't think white was the right color. And then they was like, girl, we're going to get these little shorts. And I'm just like, they not fitting good, girl. I was like, they better as solo as they are, But Jenny just vibes. That's why you don't like girl groups. That's why I don't like girl groups either. They up there doing a lot of hand movements and they bopping around on stage. I'm like, girl, what y'all doing? They just vibing. They just vibing. So Jenny won a few awards. And like I said, she got up there and performed in a very low energy way. I have to admit it. It was very low. She looked like an adult baby. She did. She got up there and she got the sunglasses on and she was up there like, and again, what I get angry about with girl groups is that girl groups get away with this. If JK was up there running around on stage doing this for about 20 minutes and was like, just vibes, just vibe, just like they dragged G-Dragon, Jenny not getting dragged. But G-Dragon just keep that in mind. G-Dragon get dragged. Jenny not dragged. She should be I mean, she did a little better than G-Dragon, but there's no reason why Jenny shouldn't be dragged. The girl groups get to be on stage, even at the mamas. How many girl groups do we see at the mamas where they just like, I'm just sitting there going, this is giving like church play tea. I told y'all, I said some of the groups is giving church play tea. Like it's giving High School Musical. I was like, girls, ladies, they don't ever get dragged. But the dudes get on stage, and if they sing off key, if they backtrack ain't right, then people will drag them, depending on the group. But a lot of the girl groups, there may be some rumbling, but people don't really take it to them. Like I said, if Stray Kids, if ATs and BTS would get up there and just be like, you know what, F it, just vibes, they would get dragged. And there is no way in hell ATs could get on stage and perform Gorillas and be like, yeah, we're gonna take, and they be up there hitting it. Well, they would just be like, we Gorillas, yeah. You know, I mean, people be like, what is happening with ATs? Like, people would lose their minds if Stray Kids would get up there and not have like 20 people on stage and everybody's dancing and, you know, it's like, hooray, you know, hip, hip, hooray. And they throwing confetti everywhere and jumping off the stage. Like, people would be like, oh my God. But the girl groups get away with it all the time. It drives me nuts that girl groups get away with this. I'm just like, ain't nobody gonna say nothing. People like, oh my God, that was amazing. You read the comment section underneath Jenny, they're like, oh my God, that was the most best thing ever. Amazing. Give her a Grammy. I'm just like, are y'all watching the same video? Because I don't. Fans of fifth generation groups were dragging, yes, but got slammed by G-Dragon fans. They should have. That's why we keep getting mediocrity. The black and white dress was cute. It was okay. The other outfits were question marks. I like her white outfit. The black and white outfit was just too poofy for me, but that's just my taste. But I did like the white outfit that she came out there and accepted her awards. But the onstage thing, and the thing about it is, it's just, and again, like I said, if girl groups get away with that, but if a guy group ever would come out there and do something so stupid and not hit it and go to a whole tour where you're not dancing right, and especially BTS, let JK get out there and he ain't hitting stand. If JK ain't out here swinging his hips, talking about standing next to you, if JK got up there and was like, they'd be like, oh my God. If BTS got out there wasn't dancing, they'd be like, that's it, it's over. It's over. BTS, they lost it. They didn't fell off. They a bunch of juicies. They didn't fell off. They a bunch of uncles. They unk status. Like, we would never hear the end of it. If they would get out there and just be like, light it up like dynamite, smooth like butter, criminal undercover. If their body rolls wasn't body rolling, they'd be like, that's it. They old, they washed up. BTS gone. There'd be every article in Korea would be like, BTS didn't fell the fuck off. BTS, what's wrong with them? BTS, they finna break up. Like, it would just be nonstop. BTS ain't good like they used to be. BTS went to the army and now none of them can dance anymore. Oh my God, Jimin's fat. They even throw Jimin's fat in there somehow. Jimin's fat. V is washed up. Like, it would be a scandal. But then again, Blackpink have a whole concert of just vibes. You know, they don't know. They ain't singing. They ain't even pretending to sing no more. They got to backtrack and they just up there with the microphone, just holding the microphone. They up there backup singers till they backtrack. Girl, get it. Like, girl, what you mean, girl, get it? Girl, ain't that you singing? They hype man to their own backtrack. Okay, like, I'm not exaggerating. They hype man to their own backtrack. The song will hit. It's that pink venom. It's that pink venom. They like, get him, girl. Yeah, straight to the dome. They listen to the music. They like, straight to the dome. Get that pink venom. Get that pink venom. Like, how you gonna be the hype man to your own song? How you in the back singing background vocals to your own song? Like, ma'am, aren't you supposed to be singing this? They like, nah, we back. Hit that pink venom. It's that pink venom. They like, get him. I was on the ground rolling. I said, are they singing background to their own vocals? Oh God, yes, they're singing background to their own vocals. Okay, all right, that's a choice. That's a choice. I'm like, oh, are they hype man to their own song? What? What? The backtrack just playing. They ain't even trying to pretend that they ain't lip syncing no more. They like, no, we ain't got time for that shit. Y'all know what y'all came here for. Play that backtrack. We just gonna sing back up. Get them, get them, get them, get them. Yep, they doing ad libs. Right. Word. Yeah. 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 I'm like, what? I'll be dying. I'll be like, Jennifer. I'll be like, Jennifer, look at this video. Jennifer. Like, how y'all singing background to your own song? Yeah, girl. Like, they not, these groups, 9 times out of 10, people are complaining about the Mama Awards about the backtracking and the lip syncing. And I'm like, Jennifer be like, oh, Blinks give Jenny and Blackpink way too much. They do. Korean media, they don't say nothing about Blackpink. Blackpink is hardly ever in the Korean media. They never get eviscerated. But y'all, if y'all want to see something funny, go watch that Jenny and go read the comments, because Jennifer likes to read the comments, and Jennifer just be like, she like, I'm reading the comments, and the comment, look at this. I think Jennifer be more mad at the comment section than the actual performance. She read the comment section and be like, who are these people? I said, Jennifer, just let it go. Just let it go, girl. No, they're in the comment section talking about, oh my God, fire. I said, don't nobody get more angry at the comment section than Jennifer. Who wrote this? What are they talking about? I said, girl, just don't read them. Just like this comment said, it's fire. This is the best performance ever. Are you kidding me? She gets mad. She be like, why are they saying that? Yes, someone got to say it. I did. They hype me into their own songs. I'm like, girl, Jennifer, I had me dying. Girl, I'll be on the ground. I'll be like, she mad at the comments. Come on, you see these comments? I said, oh, yeah. Like, who writes this? This is crazy. Like, I'm like, Jennifer, they think these super fans. They do, ooh, this is crazy. You always get mad at the comments too, Alice. I read the comments a lot and laugh. I just be laughing because it's so delusional and unhinged. You know, I'll be like, best performance ever. And I'm like, y'all clearly y'all wasn't watching. People don't have standards anymore. Girl, people ain't got nothing. So y'all go and write that. Producer of the year was Zico. I'm not saying nothing bad. Look, y'all are getting me in trouble with all the legendary people out there. Y'all are going to have a FAFO moment on my channel, because the Blinks are going to come for me. The VIPs are going to be mad at me. I am not dragging Zico. Y'all leave me alone. There's nothing for me to drag Zico about. Y'all leave me alone. He produced, what is it, Boys Next Door album, which I didn't like. I don't know if he produced the last one. Boys Next Door, I liked the last album. I did not like this one, but Zico got producer of the year. He looked good. He looked good. Y'all stop. Don't do it. So All Day Project performed. They have 2 new songs out. They performed Famous, and y'all know how I don't like All Day Project. Okay. So they performed their 2 songs. I don't know if y'all heard this, but All Day Project was on a Korean radio show where they sang, I think, one of their new songs live. And then the Black Label posted it. They posted it. I don't know if somebody didn't watch the video before they posted it. They posted this video on the Black Label's website of All Day Project singing live at this radio show. It was so bad. People in the comments section were like, WTF, this is horrible. It was so bad that the Black Label took down the video and replaced it with another video. But this time the new video had a backtrack. I flatlined. I'm like, I flatlined. Right. Yes, honey. They replaced the video with another video because the original one was so bad that they were singing live. So All Day Project performed at the Melons, and I first of all, I don't know who is styling All Day Project. They need to be fired. That was a hot mess what they had on. I don't know if they were wearing trash bags with numbers on it. I don't know if they was looking like broke down prison officials. I don't know what they were wearing, but it was an incoherent, ugly, hot mess. Every time I see All Day Project, it's hit or miss. Sometimes they look okay, but the Melon, you go look and see what they're wearing, and you be like, what is? It looked like a incoherent. It's like somebody trying way too hard. Like Tarzan was wearing like a police bulletproof vest. There's a compilation video of all their sins. I need to get that video. But yes, honey, All Day Project. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's talk singing. You know, like we ain't even famous. They have a new song out that's more of a melodic kind of song. And I'm watching All Day Project. I'm going, oh, okay, that's something. That's y'all know if you be on my channel, I hate talk singing. I hate what mass is singing, but it's talk, rapping, singing. That's what All Day Project do all day. They All Day Project talk, rap, sing. I'm just like, I cannot believe they posted this video of them singing live that was so bad they had to take it down and replace it with another one. I can't believe they did. And then people were shocked because people was like, that's really bold. That's a choice. I said, I guess they said they ain't gonna leave that video up there. All Day Project, I don't get it either. Like, I was dying. She's a 7-year trainee and still can't dance. Baby, when I watch All Day Project, again, I don't know what outfits I started out with the outfits. I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, oh, they start singing. I said, oh, okay. Not now one of them people can sing. Not now one. Even the one that was supposed to go to Eyelid or whatever. Not now one. Not now one. They did One More Time and Look at Me. That's the song that they did. And like I said, the outfits weren't coherent. The singing wasn't coherent. I don't know why they put Bailey in a fucking trash bag. Y'all explain to me. Help me understand why they put this woman in this outfit. Because it looked ill-fitting. It looked hot. It looked like she was wearing a silver trash bag or a weather balloon. I don't know. But I was like, girl. That outfit did nothing for Bailey. It did nothing. It just made her look big. It made her look bigger than what she really is. And then the other little rapper dude, I don't know his name. Again, I was like, okay, they all look like 5 different people in 5 different music videos. I was like, I don't understand this color palette. I don't know if it's dingy white is a color palette. And it's all over my screen. Yeah, I didn't know what they were wearing. And I was like, again, why did they put Bailey in a silver spacesuit? I got questions. Oh, yeah, yes, that's what she is. She left pre-debut. She has skills. I didn't hear. I don't know if it's the songs, but I'm like, ooh, girl. But she was the only one that sounded halfway decent. The rest of them, and then they put this beautiful girl in. These are beautiful girls. What they put them in, I was like, what is she wearing? Girl, you see these outfits, you're gonna be like, what are they wearing? Why would they put Annie? Annie is a beautiful girl. Why would they put these beautiful women in these outfits that look like, I can't even describe it. Like, I don't even know. It's like the only person to look, even Tarzan look cartoonish. He was wearing like a bulletproof vest and a black jeans, I guess, because he's supposed to be hard. I don't know. Y'all tell me. It was ill-fitting bulletproof vest. I don't know. I was just confused. This whole thing was confusing to me. But to watch it, I'm like, this, like, I wasn't even mad at All Day Project. Oh, sorry, y'all. I wasn't even mad at All Day Project. I was embarrassed. Like, I was seriously watching this embarrassed for them. I was like, okay, I was embarrassed for them. Like, I felt bad for them. because this was like the dancing wasn't the song. Yeah, and they won. They did won a melon, y'all. They won best new group. So there you go. But I was like, y'all got, you know who really should have won best new group? Heart to Heart. I don't know if they would still qualify as a new group. I don't know what the time frame, but Heart to Heart is a really good group, and they should have won best new group. So y'all go watch that. Y'all watch All Day Project, and y'all let me know, because again, the outfits had me flabbergasted that anybody would. Kind of reminds me of a school performance. I told you, girl, I was like, is this High School Musical? I was like, what are they? I was like, okay. I just stunned at what they're wearing. That they would put Bailey in a silver spacesuit. That was not flattering to her figure at all. It made her look fat and made her look, and shit. And Bailey is a beautiful girl, and it just made her look fat. It just made her. I was so embarrassed for her, because I was embarrassed for her that she's not skinny as the other two are, and that outfit did her no kind of justice. Like, I was like, they was wrong for that. It was wrong for that. And I mean, this other girl with this outfit on, I'm like, what the hell is she wearing? Like, I'm looking at it. She got white tights underneath, black shorts, and some black boots. I don't know what she's wearing. I don't know what that is. You have to see it to really understand, and be like, they didn't, like I said, they all look like they was in different videos. And I don't know what they were wearing on the runway, and then the singing and the dancing they looked like they was lost. They looked like maybe they hadn't practiced a lot. Like, I was embarrassed for them. You know, the only people that have charisma in All Day Project, I have to admit, is Tarzan and Bailey. Tarzan and Bailey, when they get up there, they're fire. Like, Bailey, your eye automatically goes to her. Those other three, they need to work on their stage presence, or they need to do something. They need deliverance. I don't know. But Bailey and Tarzan are saving that group to me. They are the only two that have any kind of charisma. You know, the other ones, I'm just like, okay, I know the other little dude's supposed to be a rapper or whatever. Baby. Like, I was like, why would you put people on, you know, why would you do this? Like, you know, it's just, like I said, it was just embarrassing, like, to watch them. And just, they at parts, they look lost on stage. The girls, especially the girls, at parts, they look like I don't know, like I said, they haven't practiced a lot. I don't know. But All Day Project, it's getting kind of sad now. It's like, oh, okay, like, I was roasting y'all, but now I'm like, oh. Now it's sad. So that was All Day Project. And then the highlight is Islet. At least ADP rookies next year, so they can go against top groups now. Yes. I'm watching like, girl, that ain't it, sis. That ain't it, sis. That's not it. Like, I don't know what she's doing. I don't know what she's doing on stage. I'm just confused. These dance moves. I'm like, who choreographed this? Who put these people in this outfit? But anyway, so we go to Islet. Islet performed really good. I'm not cute anymore. I'm not cute anymore. I actually like that song. My daughter thinks it's annoying, but I actually like the song. It just wasn't appropriate for them to win the Grand Honors Choice. I agree. It wasn't appropriate for them, especially when they only had like 2 songs out, and they only been out since June. They ain't even been out. They've been out 6 months. And they was like, rookie group of the year. I'm like, okay, y'all got 2 songs. Y'all got 2 songs. What? Like, who paid y'all off? Come on now. Everybody was shocked. I'm surprised they won rookie. I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get their appeal. I just don't get it. Wu Chan, is that the other guy? He's cute, but just, okay, girl. The song Look at Me is like, and the thing about it is, what's sad about All Day Project is that whenever they do their performance videos and they do their music videos, it looks good. But you can tell on stage is where it all falls apart. You can tell they're not polished. Like I said, when they do their little dance practice videos and they do the little performance, the video, and they do all of that, it's cool. It just when they on stage live, I'm like, oh no. I'm like, y'all, woo, I'm like, it's falling apart. The wheels kind of fall off. So, so again, I think they just need more stage because you can just see the difference. Like I'm watching one of their performance videos and you can just see the difference. It is night and day to see them perform this song and then see them on the Mamas and the Melons. It's stunning. It's like not even the same group. Like they're I guess with camera tricks and angles and cuts, I guess you can make anybody look good. I guess that's what somebody was saying when you have all these camera angles and cuts and edits that you can make them look. But it's just shocking. It's jarring to see them. Oh yeah, Ella was good. They won best performance film. Yeah, Chris says she won ever since they popular. I like the songs. I just knew Quarter should be the one since they're breaking records. I feel bad at Quarters. They should have won. Yeah, the truth always comes out in the lives. You can hide it in edits and cute performance videos because that shit is rehearsed and scripted and you can do multiple takes. But if you can't, but the truth always comes out in lives on stage. Always, always. If you cannot perform live as a K-pop group, it always comes out. Again, anybody can do a music video. Music video make people look good, but in live is where it's at. And I think that is my issue with a lot of girl groups is because they are not good live performers. Blackpink used to be really good live performers. They're not anymore. And I think that's the disconnect for me for girl groups. I think one of the reasons is because they don't perform good live. You know, real talent comes out. Yeah, it's also you get to see all the flaws and the weaknesses. You get to see the lost look in their eyes on stage because you really have to practice and get and like I said, all their project is new, but you really see the lostness in their eyes. You can see it in their movements that they kind of lost on stage. And there are other rookie groups that are like that, but it just takes practice. You have to be able to perform because when you're on live, things happen. When you're live, you ain't no do-overs live. You mess up a dance move, people are going to see it. The camera's going to catch it. And so again, like I said, there is such a disconnect between them on music videos and then them doing it live. And that's where but to be a K-pop singer, you have to be a good live performer because there's so many festivals and tours and variety shows and things where you have to perform live. And so more than it is in the West. In the West, you have people going to have whole careers and they barely perform live. And when they do perform live, they're incoherent on stage. But in K-pop, you can't, their career, no, you have to be able to be live. And like I said, for me with girl groups, that's where it falls apart with me because a lot of the girl groups are just, they don't have stage charisma. It's like looking at wooden dolls, like they just have this vacant look in their eyes on stage and they just singing and they're moving and they're not blinking and they wave their hands a lot and they barely blink. And it's very like regimented. And that just, the boy groups, they get on stage and it's very animated and it's very, we like the boy, they really put on a spectacular show. But the girl groups, we'll see when we go see Twice, girl. We'll see. Because I didn't see I saw XG bring it. They bring it on stage. They really have a good stage performance. There are a few girl groups that, like I said, XG is one of them. Blackpink used to do it, but I don't know. But Islet was good. They look good. Whoever's styling Islet, look, this little girl in Islet had these furry boots on and this outfit, and this outfit had me in a damn chokehold. Y'all know if I would show Jennifer this outfit, she would be like, yeah, that's everything she liked. Everything I liked in the outfit, it was in this outfit. Furry boots, knee-high furry boots. I like a good furry boot. Okay. So they had like these knee-high mucklucks. That's what they call mucklucks. And then she had this suit on with these shorts. Look, don't no bitch love a suit short than me. I am weak for a suit short. Okay. If you are a guy or a girl and you have a suit short, okay, I'm like, well, it covers a multitude of sins. Like you can call me names. You be like, F you, Kiki. And I'm like, well, you are wearing a suit short, so I guess you're cool. Because I love a suit short. I'm a sucker for a suit short, baby. There's something about that look that is just cute to me. So the little island girl had the mucklucks on and the suit short. All she needed was a Russian hat, and I would have fell over. I would have been like, oh, she's my new bias. But Juan, he is my bias. Don't get it twisted. Juan, he carries that whole song. That I'm not cute anymore. Juan, he carries the song. And I don't even like girl groups, but I like Island. I like their new album. I really do. Like it's a laid back poppy kind of feel, but kind of like a little bit of like R&B and soul to it. If you have not listened to that Island, they've done a few performances. It's better than their last album. It's a different direction, and I love it. And so I look out there and they perform, and they were on point. They were hitting it. They were singing, and I'm like, oh, finally, people who can really sing. Oh, congratulations. Oh, ladies, you're really singing. XG are amazing live. XG are amazing performers live. They are amazing, and they all can sing. XG get up there and sing live, the whole thing live. I watch their performances every other night because their performances are just so wild. Like it's just a lot going on. It's not half-assed. Yeah, BTS gave their blood, sweat, and tears practicing. I mean, like no pun intended, Marie Miller. I told y'all blood, sweat, and tears when Jimmy came out there and they did that video. Jimmy came out there and threw his neck like that. That shook the whole industry and everybody started hating on Jimmy. Jimmy came out there and did his neck like that, girl. Blood, sweat, and tears was the moment that I noticed that the BTS hate train went into full gear with blood, sweat, and tears. I've studied it, I've researched it, and I've pinpointed the BTS hate to the blood, sweat, and tears. I pinpointed the BTS hate to the moment the video dropped, and people watched the video, and Jimin came out there and threw his neck like that, like you could literally see on the internet a round of hate descend. I don't know what it is about blood, sweat, and tears, but it just seems like when that song came out, BTS, I jest, but for real though, it's when BTS is when the hate train really increased. It was like choo choo, all aboard. I don't know what is in blood, sweat, and tears that drive haters to the point of insanity. But again, I went online, I went on research, I looked it up, and I said, when did people start hating on? I said, oh, then I was like, blood, sweat, and tears came out. And then right after that, I was like, damn, blood, sweat, and tears that had people in a chokehold. They were so mad. People either loved it or they hated it. Even to this day, blood, sweat, and tears had me in a choke. When I first saw blood, sweat, and tears, I didn't know what was going on. I was like, my mind was blown. I was like, what are they doing? They dancing, they jumping. I didn't know what to say. Our blood, sweat, and tears, sugar and blood, sweat, and tears. I was like, I give, I'm army. Shut up, bitch, you army today. You know, if I wasn't army then, when I saw blood, sweat, and tears, BTS put me in a chokehold and a headlock, and it was like, you're army now. And I was like, I'm army now. Because blood, sweat, and tears it holds up to this day. That's how you know you're a really good K-pop group. When you listen to their music and their music still holds up today, that's how you know you. Because there's not many groups that you can go back and listen to their music and you're like, that's still a good song. Blood, sweat, and tears is a phenomenal because it was a great song. So yeah, that's the highlights of the melon. Again, I'll probably do like a breakdown of like further breakdown if I feel like it. I'm on vacation this week, y'all, so I got plenty of time to like get back on things. But yeah, that's the highlights of the melon that I could see. But again, I have to go back and I'll rewatch it again, and watch all of the. But G Dragon, like I said, the recap, G Dragon won the most awards, and people are on the internet dragging them. So, but I got to go back and watch it. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not done. Let me talk about something. So Jay Park got up there and performed. Now Jay Park performed, and the whole entire time I'm like this. Like I almost forgot about the Jay Park thing. I'm watching Jay Park the whole entire time. I'm like, so somebody gave Jay Park and Higher Ground. Higher Ground is the label that he has. Label, conglomerate, whatever. So if you have not seen Jay Park, first of all, I didn't know. I still not. I don't know what to think about the Jay Park performance. I like Jay Park. I know some of y'all hate Jay Park. I know some of y'all really come on my channel and y'all like, to hell with Jay Park. And I'm like, ooh, what Jay Park do to y'all? Some of y'all act like it's personal. Some of y'all act like Jay Park did something bad to you. I was like, where did Jay Park hurt you? And you're like, he hurt me. I'm like, oh my God, but who am I to judge? But some of y'all really don't like Jay Park. And it shook me when y'all was like, to hell with him. I'm like, oh, I said, oh, because I like Jay Park. So I don't know who decided to give him like 30 minutes. It seemed like 30 minutes. Oh, let me see how long it is. It seemed like 30 minutes. Like I think I dozed off during one part. I'm like, oh shit, okay. I was like, what? I'm like, okay, rewind. What was it? So Jay Park did a whole like, and I like some of his songs. Like, so he got 10 minutes and 11 seconds. So it was Team Jay Park and Higher Music. Let me get it right. Okay, it seemed like it was longer than that, but he got 10 minutes and 11 seconds. You can go pull the video. I didn't know what to think. Like Jay Park came out, I didn't know whether to clap or be shocked or call him for cultural appropriation. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who I should talk to about this because I got mixed feelings. Like on one hand, I was like, oh, this is good hip hop. And on the other hand, I'm like, is it? Is it? You love that song? Pee Wee Suit Leave Out. RM talked about it in did he talk about the Jay Park incident? Because some of y'all got some mad beef. I think because Jay Park has said some bad things about BTS, right? He said some things. I know he's mouthed off about BTS a few times. Like he said a few like things that were kind of like some hater shit. And I know that. But some of y'all just like, the hell with Jay Park. But he got up here and he rapped. Like I said, please go watch Jay Park. Just okay. And he rapped and he had a bunch of dancers. And some of the dancers look like they failed. So everybody's going to come for me. It's bad enough the New Jeans people are mad at me. The VIPs, the Blinks are going to get me. The ADP people are going to get me. And now y'all, the Jay Park stands are going to be coming for your girl this week. After they watch this, they are going to come for my neck. Because but I have to tell it like it is though, y'all. I like Jay Park and it's not personal. But I don't know what I was watching. I'm like, what am I watching here? So I didn't know to congratulate it or be upset or just be confused. Like I was confused. I'm still watching it and I'm still confused. So I watched it for that long 10 minutes. And again, everything was cool. And then at the end, let me tell y'all something. Y'all come closer. So Jay Park got a new group, right? It's called, what is it? Long Shot. So Jay Park, if you go all the way to the end, Jay Park debuted a group called Long Shot. I had never heard of them. I guess they just came out. I guess they just came out. I guess, or they're about to come out. They're about to debut. And they came out and they were dressed in like these white and black outfits that I thought was really whack. Why does the song sound like a Cortis song? I said, ooh. I said, Army, once Army gets a hold of this, now I don't know if armies have noticed, because again, you have to be 7 minutes and 26 seconds in, and I don't know if many armies are going to last that long. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't know many armies, but if you watch this video and you get to the 7-minute mark when Long Shot, LNGSHOT, because you know you got to spell it cool for K-pop. Jay Park, actually, I like Jay Park. But when Long Shot came out, I'm like, I said, somebody better get high on the phone because, baby, this song sounds like fashion. I was like, and when you, like I said, go watch the video, go to 7 minutes and listen to Long Shot, and I was half asleep. Like, okay, Jay Park, my jaw dropped when I heard them Long Shot. I said, oh, Long Shot. I'm like, I said, wait. I said, that sounds like Cortis. I said, it sounds like Cortis. I'm not lying to y'all. you'll listen to the song and you be like, and I said, ooh, is this Cordis? In Long Shot, there's let's see how many. There's 4 of them. And they came out and danced. And you thought the same thing? Yeah, check out the video by Long Shot. Go look them up. LNG Shot, SHOT. I never heard of them, but I said, ooh wee. I said, ooh wee. I said, this is fashion. This is the same beat. I said, somebody better call Hive. Get Hive on the phone. MFer. Cause they are stealing. They literally like even the dance moves. I'm like, and then I went back and rewatched it, and I was like, well, maybe I'm tripping. And then I compared the songs, and I'm like, I'm flabbergasted. And I said, I gotta talk about this on my channel because I said my subscribers gonna be like, wait a minute, what? Child, Long Shot is Cordis, baby. They Cordis. Yup. I said, oh, J Park, you coming for him, huh? Yeah. I was like, okay, this is what we doing. They got a song called Saucin'. Let me repeat it. Their song is called Saucin'. And the video just dropped 16 hours ago. It's called Saucin'. They said they will debut. Yeah, they just came out with a video. And it's called Saucin'. I'm so sick of me right now. And they give very Cordis vibes. Like the clothes that they wear. I don't know why J Park is trying to be funny in the video. They are young guys, are young. Saucin'. And I guess J Park is being funny in the video. I guess looks disgusting. Yeah, it gives Cordis vibes, like scarily. I'm like, ooh. I said, oh, okay. So even down to them standing on the cars in the video, the way that they dressed, I just like, I thought we are done with food analogies. J Park is not done, Jennifer. J Park came out with that song that Emma likes. The song was the song Freak Nasty, Freak Nasty. That song that J Park. My daughter loves that video. She thinks it's hilarious when the gummy worms are like twerking. They like. My daughter likes that. She don't like the song, but she likes the video. She thinks the video is cute. She's like, why? She's like, why are the gummy worms twerking? And she's like, why is the chicken twerking? Yes! She likes the video, Jennifer. Emma likes the video. She likes the fact that the chicken and the gummy bears are like dancing in the video. The video makes more sense. Yeah, she don't like the song, but she likes the video. She thinks the video is hilarious. That the chicken is like a raw chicken is like getting it. And the gummy bears were dancing. Like she thought it was hilarious. But yes, this song by Long Shot, Saucin', gives a very Cordis vibe. The song sounds like somebody literally ripped off a Cordis song. And I heard this song and I couldn't wait. I said, ooh-wee, just wait till I get in my live stream and tell everybody to go check this out. Because I said, this is going to spread. Because again, they just debuted this song. But I said, when armies listen to this song, when the Cordis people, them Cordis fans, I don't know what they call, the Corsairs. I said, when y'all Cordis people, when Cordis themselves listen to the song or whoever produced Cordis, they gonna lose it. Because this is basically, and again, I don't know who came up with the concept first. I don't know who stole from who, but and again, I wish them all the luck. I don't have any problem with it, but apparently what Cordis has done by being original It's just like anything else in K-pop. Everybody will try to take it now. When New Jeans came out with their Y2K concept and they started coming out with these 90s throwback, Jennifer can tell you she hates it. She'll tell you right now, Jennifer will tell you right now she hates the 90s throwback. All these groups started to do 90s throwbacks. All these little girl groups and boy groups, they all started doing this 90s throwback. So that's the thing now. So hopefully this will die. Jennifer hates it. She hates the Y2J, Y2K 90s. I hate it too. I think it's played out. Hopefully in 2026 that will die. Hopefully we'll get something else because I'm so tired of every group looking like somebody from the 1990s reject, not even good 1990. So yeah, I thought I'd bring that up about long shot. Y'all can take a look when you can, and y'all would be like, what? Like this is wild. But that's how it is in K-pop. Once it is corny, the Y2K thing is corny. But once Cordis came out, I knew that everybody was going to come up here and start doing trap beats and start doing a more laid back, casual thing for boy groups. I knew this is going to spread like wildfire. So, Cordis was new and cool and cute now, and I like Cordis. I like all of their songs, but I was just like, you so over 2025? Me too. I'm so over it. Another group I need to bring up in the melons is Rise. Now, I never paid attention to Rise, but Rise has a song out called Famous that I absolutely love. See, I told you, Marie Miller, I told you. It is, this song sounds like, I'm like, G, bucks, fashion. I was like, oh, okay. But again, you're going to start seeing more of these. All these groups, they see Cordis become successful, and they're all going to try to like do that kind of flavor of like hip hop, casual kind of things. And which again, I'm fine because this Y2K stuff, I'm ready for it to end. I'm ready for that trend to die because it's corny. It's corny, it's played out, and then everybody's doing it now. It's not original. So yeah, I had to bring up Rise because Rise performed, they were good. And I like the song Famous by Rise. It's a really good song. Like I was jamming to it. I was like, I heard the song, I was like, what? I was like, it's my kind of song. So the other thing we need to talk about for this Halloween party, let's talk about what's going on in the industry right now. Like if you guys have been underneath the rock or you may not have paid attention, there are a lot of scandals going on right now. It is so many scandals. I told Jennifer, I can't even keep up today. Like there are so many, literally so many scandals in K-pop, not just K-pop, but idols, singers, models, influencers. All of the Korean industry is on fire. Okay, right now. This is the talk of the industry. People are running scared. People are running scared because of what is going on right now. There are so many scandals that are making the mainstream news, not just Korea Boo or Dispatch or Soonpai. No, mainstream news. Like I said, the JK in the winter thing that has made mainstream news. But there's scandals like I'm like I can't even believe it. Like I read the Korean Herald and Korea Now, and all these scandals are popping up. So the biggest thing we're popping up right now that's just starting. But I'm like, get ready for it, y'all, is injection auntie. Now, a lot of you guys have aunties, okay? Some of y'all are like, what's an injection auntie? If you have not heard, injection auntie is finna catch everybody in some bullshit. I'm just gonna tell y'all right now. People, it is falling like a house of cards that somebody just blew it. Baby, injection auntie got people running scared, baby. Injection auntie is an older Korean lady who apparently, from what I know, has a high school education. I don't know who she learned it from. Some people say she learned it from her cousin. Some people say she got her information off a YouTube video. Some people say she read some books. I don't know. But in Korea and in a lot of countries, in America as well, it is illegal for you to go around and do Brazilian butt lifts or Botox. And there's certain things in America that you can do without a license, but there's certain things that you can't do without a license. Like you need training, you need certifications. you need license. In the United States of America, what I learned is that it depends on what state you're in as to what the definition between medical and being an esthetician. So yes, you can do like facial and face treatments and stuff like that if it doesn't involve like prescribed chemicals or prescribed medicines. That's what I learned in the United States. In South Korea, it's even more strict than that. Like, yes, you have to get certified. You have to have training in order to be going around injecting people with Botox or doing lip fillers and stuff like that. Because Korea has a huge uh, plastic surgery medical industry like that. People do medical tourism, all of that. And so a lot of you guys know that. But what happened is that there was a comedian named Park Na Rae, and she was in some shit with her management and team and everything like that. Well, it turns out Miss Thing, she's a comedian, older lady. It turns out that she was having injections and things doing at her home, and she was inviting other people over, and they were kind of having like like get-togethers and spa days and stuff like that. And this person she used frequently would give her injections at her home, when she was on tour, at airports, in the car, like, yeah, it's whatever. And so it got out through the shit that's going on with manager. It was brought out about Park Na-rae's money. And so a lot of the payments she was making was going to this lady doing injections. And apparently she's an older Korean lady. So they started calling her injection auntie. So injection auntie now, people are getting swept up in this because injection auntie got clientele. Okay. So she, again, like in any industry, once you use one person, it starts spreading to other people. So you get a good Botox or a good filler, or get some good Ozempic. And so, and the person is available, they're on call, they show up. So you tell other people. So just like any other industry, people Park Na-rae start telling people, like, yeah, I got a person that does fillers and injections and come smoothie, I'll give you a blowout real quick. Whatever. Here's this person's number, or call this person. So it got around. A lot of people have used this person, but this person is not licensed. They're not certified. So this person has been going around and doing lip fillers, injections, and everything. She is not certified. And again, this is serious because in America, if y'all remember, like 4 or 5 years ago, like even here though, but back in 2018, 2019, there was a rash of people that lost their lives because they were going around having BBLs. If you don't know what a BBL, it's a Brazilian butt lift. So there was a bunch of people going around getting chemicals. They were getting breasticles done, and they were getting BBLs. So they were getting this saline solution injected in their ass to make their butt rounder and bigger, and people were dying. People were doing this stuff in their garage. People were doing it in hotel rooms. People were doing it in warehouses. People were doing it in their kitchens. So there are a bunch of people. You're supposed to be licensed if you're injecting chemicals into people's bodies. Because these people were literally, I mean, this one lady lost her life. Several people lost their lives. They were literally going around just getting chemicals off the internet or internationally from China and just injecting people. And it was killing people. And the same thing with breasts. People were going around getting silicone implants by people who weren't even licensed to have. So it was a big thing in the United States, and people tragically lost their lives. And there was one lady I remember, she was crippled for the rest of her life. Like for the rest of her life, she has massive health issues because these toxins got in her system, leaked into her body, and poisoned her system to where she has massive amounts of issues, like for the rest of her life. So that's why it's a big thing that these people need to be licensed and know what they're doing, and not doing things in their kitchen or showing up at your door and be like, hey, I brought my bag with me, let's go. So this injection auntie, she was not licensed. So people are getting caught up. The biggest one, besides the lady comedian, is there's been several people. The biggest one is now Key from SHINee. So SHINee is one of these, like, I think they're second generation or third generation K-pop groups. And each member has done like solo things. And Key is one of the more popular members of the group. They're kind of up there with like EXO and BTS. And Key was found out that he was one of Injection Auntie's clients. So Key is supposed to do a whole North American tour. He was supposed to do promotions. He was out doing certain things. He is on hiatus. He canceled all of his promotions and everything because of this. So, because people got online and they were slamming him, they got online. And so, pretty much, he's put his career on halt because of this. There is an influencer that I read today. There's an influencer. I'll put the post up on the post that she's a big influencer in South Korea. She has a YouTube channel and everything and branding deals. Apparently, she was using injection auntie, and then they turned out that she was also using injectable narcotics. So not only was she getting like lip fillers, but then she was also like getting high. So I don't know what's going on. So I'm not familiar with this particular influencer, but she's being investigated. There was another actor. There's a Korean actor that the other day that got investigated. He's in trouble too because of injection auntie. Apparently he was using the shit too. He was having people come. So apparently a bunch of people, Miss Comedian Lady was having people come over and were like, we'll have injection parties. That's a thing in South Korea. It's been like that for a long time. So now everybody in industry is running scared and trying to make sure that the dermatologists and the people giving their lip filler and their Botox and their cosmetic surgery are licensed. Because again, it's kind of a thing of like who you know and who you don't know, and people recommend people, but people are telling people like you have to make sure it's up to the customer to make sure that they're going to license people because you will get dragged. It's illegal. Like you're not supposed to do this, you know. They inject the silicone like they're caulking a tub. These people are you could lose your life. There are people out there that was getting Botox, and the Botox has so much botulism in it that like it affected the muscles, like froze the muscles in her face, that her muscles would be twitching in her face, and it froze the muscles like they were permanently like messed up in her face. Like the lady could barely eat because she was trying to get rid of her laugh lines. Girl, she got rid of laugh line and it like paralyzed her lips. Like her face was paralyzed, like permanently damaged, like nerve damage, because Botox is just like botulism. So yeah, the pouches leaked. Yeah, they weren't medical grade. People's going online and buying non-medical grade shit. Some people were going and getting silicone out of industrialized silicone. Like stuff they use in like pillows and comforters, you know, like silicone, stuff that they're using in toys, stuff that they were using in squishy toys. Because y'all know y'all kids get these toys that are real squishy, and inside there's like a pack inside that has silicone in it. Like people were getting toys, squish toys, and just using a needle and extracting the silicone out of toys. This is industrial grade, not medical grade. You know. Yeah, and then Key, yes, this is sad what's happening to him because that means his career. Yes, the anniversary is coming up. Yes, this is messed up. Yeah, yes. So this has messed up his career. And me and Jennifer, we were going to go see Key. He had a North American tour, but we couldn't go. I forgot what happened. But yeah, we were going to go see him. I was like, well, we ain't going to see him now. He's supposed to come to North America again. Not. And so this has messed up his career. And again, every other day, there's somebody. So now we have the comedian. I think one or two actors have been caught up in this. The influencer and Key from Shiny. So now you have like 5 people whose careers are ruined. For how long, we don't know. And then on top of that, like I said, a lot of these people that they're finding out they're using these illegal injections, they also finding out that these K-pop singers are also illegally injecting drugs. A lot of these people who are not a lot, but some of these people that they're investigating, and they're investigating more people, just ain't came out yet. But they found like injection auntie had a whole network of people that she was giving injections to. And so people are scared, like really, really frightened about this because apparently this person was like, had clientele all over the entertainment industry. I mean, we're talking about actors, singers, models. And like I said, people are scrambling. People are trying to figure out if they ever use this person. Like some people are like, no, I haven't. Then they realize, okay, wait, I may have gotten injections by her like 3-4 years ago, because they're going to get swept up in this too. Even if they used her once or twice 3 or 4 years ago, people are getting like slammed and on the internet, on social media, even if they barely even used this person, maybe once or twice a couple of years ago. And so again, idols are scrambling. The whole entertainment industry is scared. Like they're on red alert because people are like, did I use this person? Did I not use this person? Or they know somebody that did use this person, did use injection auntie. And so they are scared. And then there's some people who didn't use injection auntie, but they have their own injection auntie or injection uncles. Because it's not just women, men do this as well. So people are starting to go back and question the people that they're using because they don't want to get turned in either. And then it turns out that some people are using illegal injections or also using illegal prescriptions. That's another thing that's really big in South Korea. People using illegal prescriptions. People go to these doctors and they pay them money, and the doctors give them prescriptions for like Adderall, um, Ambien, like all kinds of stuff. Prescription sleep pills, all kinds of stuff. They use doctors, and the doctors get paid to write them prescriptions. And there's nothing really wrong with them, but they use it to sleep, they use it for nerves, they use it for but these doctors are unscrupulous. So they prescribe these idols all kinds of shit that they don't need. Psy got wrapped up in that. I reported on that like 4 or 5 months ago. Psy got wrapped up in that. That he was getting allegedly illegal prescription drugs from a doctor that got caught up in a ring. He had a ring of other doctors that were getting paid, and they would write prescriptions. So whether it be Valium, Vicodin, Propanol. Remember last year? I don't know if y'all remember, but there was an idol that was a second generation idol, and he died outside of his apartment, outside of somebody else's apartment complex, and he died because he was hooked on Propanol, which is what Michael Jackson died of, the drug that makes you go to sleep. And so there's a bunch of people that are hooked on Propanol. Like that's a thing in South Korea as well. And then that's prescribed by a doctor. Um, he's a cutie pie. He's a friend, a friend. Hyde prays for having in-house hospital. Yes, Hyde has an in-house hospital, and they also have in-house mental health services. That's what I've been told. Gemini, he is a cutie pie. Yeah, money buys you everything. And again, the reason why, because people are like, well, why would these stars do this? Because they're busy. So if you're in between tours, if you're in between, I got to go to this photo shoot, I got to go do this tomorrow. You don't have a time to really book an appointment and really go into an office and all of that. It's easier for the person to just come to you the night before. Or sometimes at the last minute, they may get booked something and they may be sitting there looking at their face going, I just went out, and then like, girl, from what somebody told me, is like, there's situations where you go out and drink too much. Now, I know, raise your hand. No, you don't have to raise your hand. But I know that sometimes those of us go out and we may drink too much. I'm going to raise my hand. I'm going to be designated honesty. So the same thing with idols. The night before, they may have drank too much. They may have, I don't love to say, they may have drank too much. They may have eaten too much the night before. So when you drink and you ain't had no sleep in a couple of days, and say you drinking and you ain't really slept a lot, you get bags underneath your eyes and you start looking rough. You're looking in the mirror and you're like, damn, I got a photo shoot in 3 days. And you're looking and you're like, my face is puffy. So they hurry up and they do a detox to try to get the water weight off. So there's ways that they can detox and things that they can take to get the weight off, the water weight off. But then you start noticing like there's bags underneath your eyes. So you just call your injection auntie or injection uncle, and they will come and give you a nice filler or give you some, an injection real quick to try to like make you look more fresh faced. Or they'll come and give you like an electronic facial or anything like that, or a combination of many different things. So that's the reason why a lot of these idols use this, because it's quick and it's easy and it's convenient. That I don't have to make an appointment and go into an office and do all that. I can have them come to me while I'm working on something else. And it's just convenience. Like I said, this one actor, he was having parties where they would come and they would do everybody's face there. Another guy, they were saying that he was in a car at the airport. He was literally in the car at the airport. The guy was fixing his face in the car, in the parking garage at the damn airport. before he got on the plane, he was on his way to some kind of promotion. So he called the guy and was like, "Okay, I'm headed on my way to the airport. Could you come with me to the airport?" And he's like, we'll leave a little bit early, and he had time. So the guy was literally, he's having an IV in his arm. Why? He's in the car in the airport like this with an IV in his arm, where the guy's working on his face in the car in the parking garage at the airport before he gets on the plane. So the guy did whatever he did for about an hour, took the IV out, gave him a Band-Aid, and sent him on his way to his promotions, where he gonna hop a plane and go do promotions. Yeah, not sanitary, not safe, but they in a hurry. Did they? Yeah, I think they did arrest her. Yes. So yeah, not sanitary, not safe. Getting an IV in your car, I wouldn't suggest it. I mean, they say it's safe. The guy brings all the equipment with him, and he swabs your arm, but that's how they would go. They would go on vacation, and they would call them and be like, "Hey, I'm going to Jeju Island on vacation," or before it, while they on vacation, the guy would, or lady or whoever, they would show up and they would do their face while they're on vacation, or when they're fixing to come back home from vacation, because they, like, again, they didn't eat too much, they didn't drink too much, they ain't slept a lot, they've been out in the sun, their face look a little wrinkled, So again, they come to your home, they do house calls, they do calls at photo shoots, they do calls at the agencies. It's not unusual, but what's unusual is using people that are unscrupulous, and just because their price point may be a little cheaper, and they have more availability. They have availability to travel around, and so that's why they're telling people they should use people who are on the up and up. Like, you can't. And so people careers are ending, y'all. People are running scared. Like I said, you're going to see more people that's going to come out within the next week who are going to be connected to this person, because injection auntie is going to drop the dime on everybody. Injection auntie is like, "Bitch, if I got to go down, I'm taking all your hoes with me." I don't blame her. She's like, "If I got to go down, I'm taking everybody with me." So get ready for it. I'm like, oh Lord, because I don't know who's on this list. It makes the shiny key thing shocked me. I mean, it wasn't shocking, but it shocked me, because I'm like, wow, he's really gonna, like, put his whole career on hiatus because of this shit. I said, oh, because I got a good laugh out of it. I said, oh, they over here, because in America, if somebody got caught using a fake Botox doctor, everybody would just laugh and be like, "Girl, hopefully your face don't fall off, sister." Everybody would have a good laugh about it, and nobody would bat an eye, even though it's illegal. It wouldn't be that big a deal. But in Korea, I didn't know this was going to be this big a deal. I didn't know. I was like, wow. So this is wow. I was like, okay, so wow. I was like, so people whole ass careers ending over this? Baby, I didn't know it was that serious. I understand now. Because, yeah, people losing their whole livelihoods, y'all. He said at first it looked good, and then hers got flat again. Yeah, people talked about that too, that when you're dealing with these unscrupulous people, you're not sure. Like, for what I learned about this injection auntie person, this person had no credentials. When I say none, I mean none. This person didn't go to school and maybe dropped out. No, this person had no credentials at all. None. I think they learned how to do it from a friend or a cousin, and then they was watching YouTube videos because they needed money. And then once they started doing it and became successful, then they just kept doing it. And then once you do it, I think this injection auntie been doing it for years. That she used to doing it for years and just got used to it. But this person had, from what I learned, no credentials, none. No training, no college, nothing. That she basically, like, somebody taught her how to do it, and she just went with it. And then started getting clients. So I'm like, that's crazy. So yeah, I'm just telling y'all, get ready for it. Y'all, we might be really surprised, y'all, who might get caught up in this. Like, it may be some of our favorites. And I'm really scared that I'm scared. Like I said before, I just thought it was just like, influencers and a few models and some washed up comedians and some older actors. I'm like, yeah, of course they would get this. But then when Key and Shiny got caught, I said, so she got that kind of clientele. Because if Key from Shiny was using her, then I'm sure he probably recommended her to other idols. And so I was like, oh, so this like real people. Like, oh, this is not just washed up has been. I'm thinking these are just washed up actors. These are just some older folks. You know, older folks be doing the most. I'm dumbfounded. I stand corrected. It's not just a bunch of older actors and actresses and washed up people. These are like real people. And like I said, if they got one K-pop singer, I'm like, and then they got this other actor, and I'm like, okay. So again, like I said, get away. I'm just bracing for impact because I'm like, Lord have mercy. Like I just feel like there's gonna be more idols. But again, I think it's unfair that they lose their whole career over that. My outfit is adorable. See my outfit. She got caught because Park Na Ray. If you don't know, Park so Park Na Ray is a comedian, like in her 40s. She's been around for a while. She's been on various variety shows. She's pretty well known in South Korea. She's a funny lady. And what happened is that she is having a fight with her manager. And there's a bunch of claims going back and forth about them extorting her, stealing money from her. Because I told y'all before, there's a lot of extortion and blackmail in South Korea entertainment. A lot. Like not just by like wayward girlfriends and chicks they trying to hook up with. Not just that, but also by it could be your managers, it could be your family, it could be your friends, it could be your managers, it could be it's people in the agency. It could be somebody that you used to date. I said blackmail and extortion is a lot in South Korea entertainment. So what happened was that she's fighting with her management and went to court. And so, during court they have something called discovery. So during discovery, they were just going through, she was claiming that she money was coming up short and stuff like that. And then they noticed that like in her bank records that she had a lot of money going to this particular person. And then when they started investigating, they figured out that this person was like a quote unquote her esthetician or cosmetic doctor or whatever. And then once they started researching more, they started to figure out this person is unscrupulous and this person is not doesn't have any credentials. So that's how they found out about injection auntie. And then they asked her like, who is this person? Who are you giving this money to? Like this person keeps coming up on your bank statements. And she's like, oh, that's just the person that, come and inject, will come and give me Botox and fillers and stuff like that. And then once they started looking into it, they realized that, they started to go back and look at receipts and realize this person is not on the up and up. This person is not accredited. And then it's just been, then they brought in injection auntie apparently to question her. And then she just basically like, okay, she has a whole clientele list. And again, you can get away with it as a politician, you can get away with it as a regular person, but to be an idol and up here using somebody like this, it just ruins people's career. It's ruined people's careers. And like every other day, somebody gets caught up in this. And again, like I said, don't be shocked if more idols are going to be found out to be caught up in this. And it's just sad because again, for me, I don't see how this would ruin your career. I just don't understand. Merry Christmas, everybody. Yes. I talk about BTS in the beginning. I do a BTS update. We talk about all the updates in the beginning. Every Saturday, it's the same thing. I talk about BTS updates first and what's going on with them. But yeah, I just my outfit. Yeah, these are my pajamas. I like flannel. I'm a flannel kind of girl. These are my favorite pajamas. I got my little Santa hat on. It says bizarre to you that anyone would get Botox was yes. But I mean, when people go and get it, I mean, it's weird when you think about it because yeah, it is botulism in the face, and you think like, you like. But I thought about getting Botox. Like I'm just you saying, Oh, you got a BTS album yesterday? I have several that Jennifer gave me for my birthday. Yeah, even tattoo artists. Yeah, we're supposed to have medical licenses in South Korea. Yes, up until just very recently. Yes. Yeah. So they're really strict about that kind of stuff because they don't want people to get sick and get hurt or to be tied up in the courts. I think they're really just worried about it being tied up in the courts. Because if people start getting sick and injured, like people will sue. And again, in South Korea, there's so much cosmetic treatments. It's a whole, and they don't want the industry to be harmed. Because once you start having these unscrupulous people, and let's just say Westerners go to South Korea to have these things done, and Westerners fall ill and get sick, or something happens to them, to their face or their body, then it gets a bad reputation, and then that hurts the whole industry. So if somebody gets sick and dies, or somebody gets sick and get injured, where it hurts the whole industry. So people are going to be like, well, no, maybe we shouldn't go there. Maybe it's not safe. Then people start thinking that going to South Korea and getting things done are not safe. So that's why they're really strict about their safety rules and regulations and who can get licensed and all that stuff, because Korea makes a lot of money on the K beauty industry, and they're pushing it more. They're next year Korea is going to be pushing more medical tourism. It's big now, but they're really pushing this. The medical tourism thing, they're going to focus on that more and more. They are trying to get more people from overseas to come and do medical tourism. South Korea, I looked into it, has some of the best effing packages I have ever seen. I have never seen anything like that. They have like all encompass trips. Airfare, hotel stay, recovery, they'll pay for it. You just pay one fee and it's cheap. They are trying to get Westerners to come. They trying to get y'all to come. They trying to get all of us to come. And like I said, they're pushing. It's so cheap to go over there and get cosmetic surgery compared to here. It is like not even a comparison. And they, like I said, they have these whole packages where you literally can have people pick you up from the airport. Like I looked this up online. They have packages where they have people pick you up from the airport. Like literally, you pay a flat fee and they have somebody come get you from the airport. They take you to a hotel. They have some cosmetic surgery clinics where it's next to the hotel. They build these clinics now next to the hotel. So you're literally like across the street or next to the hotel. So literally you come, they pick you up they take you to your hotel. You at the hotel, you get your procedure done like the next day. Then you recover, they send you, walk you, or how, depending on what it is, back to your hotel where you recover. And then they pick you up, drop you at the airport, and you take a flight right back. And it's all paid in one fee. All paid. And then they have some, if you want to pay more, they have it to where they add food to it. They can have food sent to your room. It's a whole thing. And it's cheap. And a lot of people go, especially from Asian countries. But Westerners are starting to get hip onto it too. So yeah, the beauty and the cosmetic surgery tourism, it's a thing. It's a thing. It's cheap. Jennifer said when she stayed in Gangnam, there were surgery centers everywhere. They're everywhere. And they all offer all these deluxe packages. They're everywhere. And it's cheap. They like, come on, come get this. And then they have consultations where they do it through Zoom call and they tell you what they can do and all this stuff before you even get there. And then they have it to where, like I said, depends on how much you want to pay. Depends on how deluxe the package is. Depends on, what kind of hotel you want to stay in, how long you want to stay there. Some people want to stay a few days afterwards to recover. Hey, they like, we got you. You want some food? We got you. You want a tour? You want a tour with your facelift, your nose job? Get a tour. Go get your nose job and then go on that tour. Go on that K-pop tour. You can go over there and have what they call it a K-pop makeover. They have it to where you can spend, I think, like $9,000, and they'll do your nose, they do your chin, they do your eyelids, they do your eyes if you need it. They have like specialized, customized packages. And then also you get to go on that BTS, you get to go tour the different agencies. You go see SM and Hive and YG. So yeah, after you recover, a few days, give you about 3 days, and you be on your tour. You like, shit, I came here to get my face did. And then after that, I'm finna go see that old big hit building, you know? It's a win-win. Yeah, people, yeah. It's very expensive here in the United States to have anything done. Jennifer said it wasn't uncommon to see both foreigners and locals walking around with face bandages going to cafes, just doing day-to-day stuff. Right. You get your face bandage and they like, do you need a tour guide? Why? Well, shit, why not? Well, we're throwing a tour guide. Okay. Just walking around. Yeah, they walk around with their face bandages and they just walk around. Like, feel bad for the guy that who had so many surgeries, died trying to look like Jim. And yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. That's excessive. But yeah, I mean, and like I said, next year Korea is really trying to push this as a way to booster their economy even more. So they're really going to be aggressive, and they can't have people dropping dead and using unscrupulous injection aunties. They can't have that. Like they like, nah, we not. Let's not, because they don't need any kind of incidents to happen to where somebody will seriously get hurt or maimed or for the rest of their life. And then people that ain't gonna want to come here. People just think like, oh my God, it's unscrupulous. So they understand that, like, EXO performed at the MMAs too. I'm just not watching it. I'll watch because I've never really seen EXO. I really don't know a lot about EXO. So it was London. Oh, it was London? Yeah, London. Yeah, the guy. Yeah, the guy who tried to get his face, was his name Lonnie London. Well, I forgot. Somebody told me about that guy with weird looking face. Weird looking face. Yeah, EXO is performing. Look at Kai. Get it, Kai. Kai is oh. Kai is one hell of a performer. I have to say that. Even though I'm mad at SM, but one performer. I have to say that. But yeah, I would love to go for medical tourism. I would like y'all hook me up. Come on, Jennifer, let's go, girl. Come on, Jennifer, get in the car. We had to bring the kids with us though, and the cat. I don't know what I'm gonna do because I want to travel, but it's hard to travel when my cat has health issues now. My cat has health issues. And so I would really need somebody to come and watch my cat, because if we all go, I would have to find somebody that would come and watch the cat. Yeah, South Korea doesn't want a bad reputation. Yeah, yeah, that ruins the business. That put the salt in the game for everybody. But yeah, that's what's going on. So if you guys have not been paying attention to what's going on in South Korea, there are and again, there's many more scandals going on. There's a bunch of, I did a whole video talking about the two scandals with the Korean actors who again, I can live 100 years and still be amazed at how dumb men are. Like it shocks me how stupid men are. I've said this before, that in Korea, where your reputation is everything, where your career is everything, that this actor got online on Instagram and this chick messaged him because she saw him in a K-drama. Let me say it for the people in the back. She was watching Netflix and saw him in a K-drama and went on Instagram and sent him a message. Just because, like, oh, I'm gonna go on, like, I'm sure we all have done something similar at least once or twice. You send a famous person a message. No big deal. You go on Instagram, you're like, oh, da, da, da. She didn't expect the mofo to respond. He responded to her. He sent her a message back. This chick lived in Germany. She lives in Germany. Okay. She's quote unquote a model. This fool sent her a message back and she was like thinking that it was his PR person, or she didn't think it was him. So she was like, thinking, oh, this ain't this man. So he sent her a message back saying, are you really a model? And she was like, yeah. And he was like, well, send me a selfie. She sent him a selfie. Again, she didn't think that this was really this dude, because who in their right mind would think some K-drama actor is going to respond to your message? So she didn't think she was really talking to the real guy. So he started messaging her, like back and forth. Started out just friendly, again, she still was not thinking she was talking to the guy. And then then like he started allegedly messaging her very flirtatious kind of things and it turns into very sexual kinds of things. Now he's claiming that he didn't do this. He's claiming that he's innocent. She has since came out saying that some of the messages that she may have fabricated with AI. So this whole thing is a hot mess. But the problem is like I couldn't believe as a K actor that he would even message this chick. Like I was dumbfounded. I said, I was like, what? So I was like, this dude message a girl off the internet. And so then this chick decided to try to extort him. So now they're going to go to court because he's now suing her. First, she tried to sue him. He's suing her. I don't know. But all because, again, yeah, like all the fake JK and Geminis. Yes, I cross them too, Gemini. That shit, I report every single one of their accounts. That shit pissed me off. I don't like people who do that. I had someone come on my channel on here a couple of months ago saying that their sister is a victim to a fake Jimin account. Like I'm telling you this. Who is the actor? His name is Yi Hyung. I did a whole video about it where I talked about are men this dumb. His name is Yi Hyung or something like that. E.T. Hyung. And then somebody said that he knew Jin, that he was friends with Jin. Somebody said that. And I said, I couldn't believe, like I said, I had somebody come on my channel telling me that they have a relative that is sending money to one of these fake Jimin people. Oh, that was your sister? She's still at it, Gemini? What the fuck? Man, come on, man. I had somebody else tell me that too. Not you, Gemini, but somebody else did too. I had somebody else tell me that. It wasn't Gemini, it was JK. Somebody was a JK. Gemini is your sister. God. Oh, Lord. I've been on TikTok where I create a lot of my videos. Yeah, talking about her sister. Yeah, she was sending a message to a fake JK. And I was like, and like I said, I do TikTok videos and then my shit is really restrict on TikTok. And I had people come in and try to pretend that they're sugar, try to pretend that they're RM. I hate those fake. I report those accounts. And you know what TikTok told me? They said they couldn't do anything because the account didn't violate terms. And I said, wait a minute, what? How do you mean the account don't violate terms? Yeah, so yes, so I find it behooves me. It gives me a little giggle because yes, men are this stupid. But I'm blown away that people, actors, real idols and actors are on the internet getting DMs from people. There is another case of an opera singer that actually recently, if you guys not heard the story, he is a famous Korean opera singer that recently, you can try to talk to your sister again, please do. Yes, a few even said yes. So it's a fan account, but not at all. Right. And I report these accounts left and right. And TikTok come back and say they ain't violated nothing, that they can't take these accounts. But I'm screenshotting the messages saying this person is trying to pretend to be a famous person. And I screenshot the messages to TikTok and they always come back and say, oh, they hadn't violated anything. Because they want these scammers on their social. That's why I don't like social media, because there's too many scammers on social media. I believe totally in the dead internet theory. I'm a big proponent of the dead internet theory, that most people on the internet are not real. These are bots. These are fake accounts. Because again, I report these accounts and TikTok told me that they don't violate anything. Yeah, it was Yi Kyung. Yes, that's who it was. He is the actor and he's going back and forth with this chick and it's a big thing. So he has pretty much lost. He was supposed to be on a variety show. He got kicked off the variety show. He has lost endorsements because of this. And his career, basically, he's going to be trapped in litigation for God knows how long. He's trying to get his reputation back, but once your reputation falls off, it's hard to get back. There's another actor as well that has gone through something very similar where they were talking to somebody on social media, allegedly, and this person tried to come around and blackmail them because they were sending them messages. It's a whole thing. So I said it's amazing to me how men are this stupid. in 2025, going into 2026. You would think after Diddy and Epstein and Weinstein and all this and freak offs and R. Kelly, you would think that men would be like, thanks, but no thanks. I am not going to message anybody. I don't know who you are because, again, he didn't know who this German chick was. Anybody can put up a profile picture and say they're a model and they said that they sent a selfie, especially with AI now. That chick could have been anybody, anywhere, anything, doing anything. But yeah, she really is a German girl. Because a Korean YouTuber interviewed her. Yeah, you check to see if there's a real person. Like a lot of times people post rage bait and they're just getting clicks and views. It's for money. They're not army. They don't even like K-pop. They just post things just because they want clicks and views, and they live somewhere in a third world country somewhere, and this is one channel or page or whatever out of many. Like I said, I did a whole video about how they took it off, had a thing where you can see the country of origin of the person that has the X account, that you can see the country of origin. And a lot of people were getting exposed because it turns out that a lot of people posting things about America and about politics, they were in Bangladesh, they were in India. These were content farm accounts. I've talked about content farming a lot because this goes on in K-pop, not just politics, but K-pop a lot. That there are content farms who don't know anything about K-pop or read articles and they just rage bait things to get clicks and views because that's how they make money. And they are not even in South Korea. They'll pretend to be in America. They'll pretend to be in South Korea. They'll pretend to be in Japan, and they won't. They'll be in India. They'll be in Nigeria. They'll be in Taiwan. They'll be somewhere else. And you turn out that they have 15, 20 different accounts with different stuff. Some politics, some celebrity gossip, some K-pop. And that's all they do is to post things and have these accounts and that's how they make their money. So again, I'm part of the dead internet theory. I think that most of social media, that's why I'm not on social media, because I think it's not real. I'm like, this is not real. It's not serious people. Like, these are not even people. They're just there to get clicks and views. So it is amazing to me in 2025, 2026, that people understand this by now. That I cannot fathom a Korean actor, a real actor, who is like in shit. That like, you're an actor. Why are you messaging some German model, even if she was pretty or cute? I haven't seen what this young lady looks like. Even if she was pretty, I don't trust you. Even if she was real, why would I trust you to send you DMs about anything? Knowing that damn well that you could just turn around and exploit it and extort me. And so that's what has happened. There is a Korean, like I was saying, a Korean opera singer, a well-known one, that tried to unalive himself recently because he got wrapped up as well in a scandal. But the chick that he was talking to, she was from Korea. She wasn't international. But he was talking to her. He was sending her all kinds of messages. I mean, these messages was wild. Like, this was really him. This is wild. And now he's ruined his career. And again, the other day he tried to unalive himself. So that's what happened. But I mean, and he was saying that he had a problem, like a sex addiction or some kind of sex problem. And he was messaging her, basically harassing this chick for sex. He was harassing her. He was sending her all kinds of things. He was asking her to do threesomes. He was asking her to all kinds of things, to have sex with animals and all kinds of stuff. And so she exposed him. And again, his career, this happened last year. And then like just recently he went to a hospital. He wrote a note to his fans online saying that he was done with living or whatever. And then thank God that they sent him to the hospital, that somebody called the police and they sent him to the hospital because he was trying to unalive himself. And yeah, so I just be like, don't talk to, I don't, like I said, the stupidity of the male species. There is no way, there's no woman or man or nothing on earth. There is not enough eggplant on the planet to make me lose my children, my livelihood, my reputation. There is not enough peen on the planet that would be that good. And then, like I said, a lot of these, like I said in my video, a lot of these men are not, it's not like they're in love with these women. It's not like it's somebody you're having an affair with and you're in love with this person. These are just people that they DMing. They wasn't, this actor, this opera singer, this other actor, they weren't in love with these women. It wasn't no love there. It wasn't like they was in a relationship with these women. The actor with the chick in Germany, he hadn't even met her. So it's not like there's love there. I can understand if you have a deep emotional connection to somebody and you're cheating on your wife or your husband and you're having an affair with somebody. I get it. But to lose your career over some DMs, because you send a dick pic in a DM, because you talking about, hey, send me some pictures of your up tops. Do you lose your whole career over some titty pics? You could have went online and got that for free, sir. You could have went online. There's some adult content out there. You could see some up tops for free without having to. You ain't got to send. You ain't, you know what I mean? You ain't got to do all that. Was that the pianist? Yeah, it was the pianist. Yeah. What do you think about South Korea government trying to require K-pop companies to send groups to perform in China? I figured that would happen because it's money, because it's relations between them and China. It's politics and it's money as well. They're trying to smooth things over with China and South Korea. So yes, they are trying to. But China, like I told y'all before, China's in a big kerfluffle with Japan, and it's affecting K-pop groups. It is affected and affecting if this doesn't straighten the situation out. Any K-pop group that has a Japanese member is worried now about going to China because the whole Chinese type, because Japan Prime Minister made some stupid comments about supporting Taiwan, and China's like, take it back. And then Japan Prime Minister doubled down, so she's not going to take it back. And so now China has punished Japan by they've put in tourist restrictions on Japanese people. They've told Chinese people not to go to Japan. And then the K-pop groups that have Japanese members, they have had to cancel fan meets. They have had to, it has affected XG. It has affected X Love. It affected Le Sserafim. They had a fan meet in China, and they were gently told that they didn't want the Japanese members of Le Sserafim canceled because they're like, it's either all of us or none of us. Like we can't just exclude our Japanese members. So that's gonna hit the K-pop industry as well. So I mean, so not all K-pop groups have Japanese members, but the ones that are due, they're kind of like in a panic right now because a lot of them had things scheduled for 2026 to go to Chinese festivals, to perform on Chinese stages. There's a big festival coming up in China. There's a bunch of festivals coming up in China that K-pop idols have booked. And now these Chinese companies are telling them, the promoters are telling them, okay, well, you can come perform, but your Japanese member can't come. So they like, well, what are we going to do? So they caught between a rock and a hard place. Like either disrespect their member and tell them they can't perform, or they have to bow out and they lose all the money and everything because they have deals set up for next year. And so it's kind of put a lot of people in the industry in a bad light because of politics. This is just politics. But yeah, men are just stupid. Like I don't these are not women. Again, I can understand if you're in love with somebody, people do really strange things for love. People do really strange things for sex. But people doing strange things and losing their careers over DMs, over DMs, over DMs. I, I'm like, somebody help me understand. Like I want to understand. I want somebody to help me understand that I'm going to lose my career over DMs. Hey, daddy, what you doing? Yeah, daddy, I want you to come over and smack that thing around. Like, I'm going to lose my job over that. I'm about to lose my livelihood and my reputation. I got to go to court and spend hundreds of $1,000s on court costs because I DM'd somebody in another country some hey, I think you're sex, you're hot. This is what kind of sex I'm into, blah, 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 blah. Over some DMs. She said boredoms. Jennifer, I don't know how bored you got to be. How bored do you have to be? Like I said, this actor, he done lost deals. They're talking about taking him out of shows. I'm like, what? Over some DM to some chick in Germany. Okay, I guess that checks. I get boredom's getting out of hand. They must get really out of hand. How bored do you have to be? Remember they talked about that one, what group was he in? TVXQ. There's a member of TVXQ I talk about frequently. He was extorted for 4.5 years, y'all. During the pandemic, he met somebody on Facebook. She was Korean. She told him that she was a hairstylist or something. She wasn't. She did nails. She was a nail tech. She told him she was a stylist or something like that. She was not. She was doing people's nails at a nail salon. And then they talked online during the pandemic. And during the pandemic, I understand people were shut in, people were bored. He talked to this chick through messages. And then apparently I don't know what happened with these messages, have never been released, but apparently the messages went south, y'all. And she was extorting this man for 4 years. For I think almost $500,000. He went to court this summer, and finally he went to court last year, and then finally the court case ended and he won. He won his court case. And she went to jail. She went to prison. And the messages have never been released. She went to prison for extortion. But again, what was in those messages that was that damn good? Like, you are a member of TVXQ, a legendary boy group. This man is was playing Aladdin on South Korea's Broadway in Seoul. This man has a career and everything. And thank God he escaped with his career intact, because the messages never saw the light of day. But if the messages had seen the light of day, he would have lost his whole career. But he lost a lot of money. 4.5 years. You have been extorted. And he got tired of it and he couldn't do it anymore. So 4.5 years, you've been stressed out, hung out wet to dry over somebody you Facebook messaged in 2020. I was like, sir, ain't nobody that bored. Ain't nobody that fucking bored, Jennifer. Like, I'm bored. Was she even a model? No. She told this member of TVXQ that she was, he must have lost his mind or something during lockdown. Apparently a lot of people did. Because I heard that on the cool, he not the only one. He not the only one. There was others that started messaging people, but it didn't go that far. They didn't get extorted. But from what I heard, quiet as it's kept, I heard that he wasn't the only one. That a lot of idols were messaging people during the pandemic. Just take that. That blew my mind. I'm like, what? Oh yeah, he wasn't the only one. What do you mean? Yeah, there was a lot of idols messaging people. Women were messaging them and they were messaging them back. I'm like, excuse me? Yeah. He wasn't the only one. He was just the only one that got caught up in a blackmail scandal. But yes, that was a pretty big thing. How do you get blackmailed for 4 years? How do you lose that much money? And like I said, this chick said that she was a stylist or whatever. She was a nail technician. She did nails. She was over there doing the gels. I was like, was it the fill-ins or was it the gels? Like, did she even know how to do, like, the airbrush? Did she do the airbrushing? Yeah, she knew what she was doing. There was evidence that she targeted him. That there are women, apparently this is, y'all, I'm telling you, apparently this is a thing. Apparently this is a thing. Where women get online and they message idols. Whether they be music ones, acting ones, or sports ones. They message idols. I didn't know this was a thing. Again, somebody told me this over a year ago, and I was like, you're stupid. I was like, there's just no way this is a thing. This is a thing. Hello, Maria. This is a thing. This is a thing. They're like, oh, yeah, women do that all the time. Excuse me? Oh, yeah. Like influencers, Instagram models, AV models do it from Japan. Baby, that's a whole nother conversation for another day. I didn't even know what the hell an AV model was. Somebody like AV model. I said, what is AV? AV models will get online and if they know that the idols are gonna go to Japan, like on tour, they said, oh, the AV models come out the woodwork. I said, what's an AV model? They're like adult video. I said, what does that mean? Child, I didn't know what that was. And then I went online and I'm like, oh, okay, that's what an AV model in Japan. They said, oh yeah, they will get online and they will DM idols. Oh, I see you coming to Tokyo. I see you gonna be here for 3 days. Maybe we should meet up. And I said, wait a minute. I said, hold the F on. And they fall for this? Okay, have a good day, Maria. Yeah, she targeted him. There's evidence that she targeted him. And matter of fact, when the actor and the German chick, there's the German chick admitted this bitch went on Chat GPT. Wait a minute. This story is crazy. The actor with the German chick that he DM, the German chick admitted on her social media that she went on Chat GPT and put in to Chat GPT. She asked Chat GPT, how do I extort a famous actor in Korea? I'm not lying, y'all. I'm not lying. I am not lying. I swear to God, let me repeat that again. The actor and the German chick that he was DMing, that they're tied up and going to be tied up in litigation. He done lost his endorsements for talking to this German chick and apparently sent her nasty messages, which she claimed that some of the messages were real and some of the messages were enhanced by AI. She admitted that she went on Chat GPT and looked up how to extort a Korean actor out of money. Y'all, so everybody go to Chat GPT. And she said she got the plan from Chat GPT. Child, I gagged. I was on the ground. I said, wait a minute, what? Yes, honey. She went on Chat GPT and it gave her the plan on how to extort a Korean actor by DMing them. And she put the scenario. I'm not lying. I'm telling you the truth. That's what she said. She said she went on Chat GPT and explained to Chat GPT the situation and what was the best way to try to extort this actor out of money. And Chat GPT allegedly gave her a whole like 10-point plan. Right? Jennifer, you're not using it right. You are not. I said that same thing I thought. I said, damn, Chat GPT doing that? Yes. She cooked up this whole scheme. She got the idea from Chat GPT. Yeah, that's dirty. Yeah. That's where she got the plans from. I said, damn, you can go on Chat GPT and figure out how to extort people. I guess she said it was a hypothetical situation. She was like, dear Chat GPT, let's hypothetically say I'm going. And Chat GPT is like, first you do this, second you do that. Shit, she was like, okay. So that's what she did. She workshopped it on Chat GPT until she figured out how to. I said, hopefully that's not her defense in court, Your Honor. I didn't do it. Chat GPT told me out. It told you it won't help you extort somebody. That's what she said. I don't know what she put in there, but they were saying that yes, she said she went to Chat GPT and put in there about how she would go about to get somebody caught up or a hypothetical situation. That's what she was saying. That she had to phrase it to like, let's say hypothetically, and Chat GPT's like, well, hypothetically, like, let's just say let's just say this is a hypothetical thing I think she pitched it like it was a storyline. Let's just say I have a storyline about a woman who wants to extort an idol. How would that go? Apparently, she put it in like it was a storyline. I think she was saying, you have to try working it differently. Yeah. I think she put it in like it was a storyline to a novel or a book. And so she wanted a bullet point plan of how it would go. And I think it'll do it if it's crafting it like it's a novel or a storyline. And it was telling her, like, this is the storyline. And so she put the scenario and like, okay, this is a storyline. And that's what it came up with. And so it was like some kind of storyline. So she was like, I'm just going to follow this. So you have to try to work it differently, girl. She was in there trying to figure it out. I mean, but she said in her defense that she didn't know it was really him. That she said for real, like in the first couple of months, she didn't know it was really him. She thought it was a media manager. She thought the account may have been fake. She thought, yeah, she was writing her own K-drama, baby. She was trying to figure it. But she knew what she was doing. But she said that she didn't really think it was him. And then she said that when she started getting these wild ass sexual messages, she really didn't think it was him. Cause she was like, there's no way no K-drama actor will be sending me these messages about asking about naked pictures and asking to do really weird shit with her sexually. She didn't think it was really him. She thought it was a media manager or a PR person. And then once he started to send her real pictures of his live pictures of him and his body parts, then she started to realize, oh, this is really him. And so she was floored that it was really him. Because who would think that a K actor would really send you a message back and reply? I said, I could see that. I wouldn't think that either. Who would think that? So all y'all right now, go to your favorite K-drama actor, run to the internet and go send him a message. Yeah, he's dumb. That's why I said it never amazed me. I said, how can men be this stupid? They keep falling for this. I said, as much shit men talk about not needing women, as much shit men talk about women, about, oh, we don't need women and blah, 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 blah. I said, I don't want to hear it. Because these men fall for women and they be doing something strange all the time over women that they not in a relationship with, they not in love with, they don't have no kids with, nothing. There is no reason why anybody should be tied to somebody that you DMing. And this chick said that this actor was DMing her all of the time. Like all the time. Like, do you not have, like, at first it started out as a friendship. I was like, what do you mean it started out as a friendship? I was floored about that. Well, we started out just talking as friends. What? I'm like, friends? Yes, she did. Yes, she did. He said, are you really a model? Are you really in Germany? And she said, yes, I am. He said, okay, prove it. Send a selfie. And she sent a selfie to him. And then after that, it was on and popping. They just started talking. And again, she didn't think it was really him. She thought it was a media manager. So yeah, she did send a picture of herself. But I kind of feel like she knew what I think maybe in the beginning, she didn't know what she really was just dumbfounded at this guy, that it might have been him. But I think really she honestly seemed sincere that she didn't think it was really him though. Because why would she think some famous guy's messenger? So she thought it was maybe an assistant or something trying to hit on her and send all these weird ass fucking messages. Not knowing that, I wouldn't believe it was him either, even though it's his official account. I would think that, yes, that this is a PR person, his assistant, his manager, somebody with his agency is trolling me. That's what I would think. I would never think in a million years, oh, this is really him. I would think like this is probably his assistant. It's probably some nasty perverted guy. So she thought it was just his assistant and some nasty perverted guy that was just using his account that worked for him or something and was using his account to send these messages. But then she soon realized it was really him. And so I think once she realized it was really him, then she was like, Then I think her wheels started to turn. As she realized it was him, she was like, oh, I'm finna get him. And realized, if this really him, I got him. Like, I got all these messages. I can ruin his career. And I can get some money. Yeah. She wanted money. Didn't Diddy's son do that? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised, Jim. And I haven't kept up with the Diddy case. I wouldn't put it past him. Again, doing it in America is one thing. But to be doing it in South Korea when your reputation like is on the line, that's crazy. Like I said with that pianist guy, that classical pianist, why? Like why would you he said he had a problem. He was sending some nasty, but he was doing too much. And like I said, all this over DMs. DMs. Huh? Like, I'm like, okay. So like I said, somebody told me this a year ago. I thought they were lying. I was like, surely they're exaggerating. I was like, there is no way that no idols are gonna be dead. Baby, they was like, no. Let me tell you, I was like, what? They were like, yes. I told y'all before that I heard that idols, when they go on tour, they DM women, like, or the women DM them in whatever country they go to and they hook up with them. That I've heard a famous, really famous band, not BTS, but a really famous band, where there are several members that have been known to do this. I told y'all the story about that I heard the legend, well, the legend, it's a legend that there is a boy group that I heard that two members of the group slept with the same chick, and one of them gave her a STD. And I heard that this chick went to a shaman and she cursed both of these members. And both of these members are not in the group anymore. And they got cursed pretty bad. That I really bad, like scandals in prison and jail. Yeah. That's what I heard. And I had two different people tell me the same story. That yes, that they was messing around with the same chick, and that like yeah, they were messing around with the same chick, and then one of them gave her a STD, and she couldn't figure out which one gave her the STD, and so she went to a shaman and cursed them really bad, like right, like for a long time, and it apparently I was like, I guess it came true because their careers are ruined now. So yeah, yeah, that's what I heard. Kyan 84 from the show BB. No, I don't watch that. So they got all the cooties. STDs, they tell me is rampant in South Korea. I posted that video. If you haven't seen it, it was a while ago. It was like a month ago where I posted a short where there was a lady who travels to South Korea. She's a foreigner, and she was talking about how STDs are rampant in South Korea. And that like she goes to college. Well, she went to college, she works in South Korea, and that people come and visit, like foreigners come and visit, like college students, and they sleep with these Korean guys, and these Korean dudes, they want a raw dog. Like they don't ever want to wear protection. And so sexually transmitted disease is rampant. That's that they were saying, especially among foreigners, especially around foreign girls, because they come to South Korea with stars in their eyes, and they come and work or go to university, and they believe these bullshit these men are telling them, and they think it's like K dramas, they think they're like K idols, and so they immediately sleep with these men, not knowing that these men have been sleeping with a bunch of women, and they end up getting STDs. So a lot of women will come during the summer and visit, or come to for college, and then they go home. So you come to Korea for the tourism, you leave with an STD. I came for the K-pop, and I went back home with syphilis. Like I got the gonorrhea, I got the clap. So that's what's happening, and the men too. That the men kind of experience, but more the women experience this because the men don't want to wear condoms. So you came for the K-pop, you left with gonorrhea. Congratulations. Congratulations. You've brought something home with you. You're like, oh, I got some souvenirs. Let's see. I got some K-pop albums. I got some T-shirts. I got some keychains. I got some BTS stuff. Now look. I got some Blackpink. I got a Blackpink hat. Oh, and I got gonorrhea. Yep, brought home some gonorrhea for everybody. I mean, yeah, I agree. Something bubbly. Yeah, you gonna be coming back itching and burning. Like I brought something back. Yeah, you brought something back more than a T-shirt. Come back home, itching and burning. Yeah. What K-pop guy? I'm not talking about K-pop guy. Yeah, they come back, they go home itching and burning. shit. They got some souvenirs and they got an STD. But yeah, that's what I hear, that like they telling women, especially foreign women, like do not trust these men when these men are telling you that they want to be with you, and they lying. They lying. They just want to hook up with you. And they know that foreign women are easy targets because again, a lot of them are visiting. And so they go back to their countries and they're never gonna see these women again. Especially, they especially the ones that come there for going to the university. They know once they graduate that they're most likely they're not gonna stay in South Korea. They're gonna go somewhere else. That most likely they're gonna, they're just coming to visit. They're just coming on a tourist visa or whatever. They know these women they're not going to be serious with these women. And so they love bomb them as Korean men do a lot. Look, they love bomb them. Oh, you're so wonderful. You're so beautiful. Da, 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 promise them the world. Sleep with them. Get them to not use any protection because they're like, I'm only sleeping with you. And knowing that they didn't told the last foreign girl 2 weeks ago the same thing and the one before that. And yeah, next thing you know, they're passing around all kinds of syphilis and gonorrhea and genital herpes. Herpes is a big one because they don't want to wear protection. And so, they're telling foreign women, don't let these men tell you that they halfway virgins and I haven't had sex in 2, 3 years. They tell them that and be like, shh. Yeah, prescription for a gift was going to bed. I'm not gonna be up at night. I'm fixing to say goodbye, Jennifer. Good night, Jennifer. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. But yeah, I just came on here. This is the Christmas stream. I will be back New Year's Eve for a New Year's Eve stream. I'm gonna do a stream next Saturday, which is the 27th, and I'm gonna do one for New Year's Eve. So New Year's Eve, if I don't have any plans New Year's Eve, I don't think I don't so far I don't have any plans New Year's Eve. So I will be here live New Year's Eve, probably hanging out, probably drinking and ringing in the new year with you, with whoever's gonna be here on New Year's. But I appreciate everybody being here. Happy holidays to everybody who celebrates Christmas and don't celebrate Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy December. Happy winter solstice or whatever it is that you celebrate or don't celebrate. Um, I will be cranking out videos this week because I'm on vacation. So I will be cranking out videos. I'm trying to get some rest, trying to get some sleep. Because when I'm working, I'm trying not to log into work. I'm trying not to log into work. My boss told me to not log into work. And so I am trying my hardest not to log into work on Monday. But I do worry about my workload when I go back to work. But I'm off from now until the beginning of the year. Now through January 2nd, I am officially off of work. We'll see how this goes. I'm notoriously known as a workaholic. So I don't know what to really do with myself. Oh, let me add before I go. I have downloaded Love and Deep Space. Now, Love and Deep Space is a mobile game. I am not endorsing this game. Somebody came in my live stream last weekend, was like, Love and Deep Space, Love and Deep Space. I watched a YouTube video where they're talking about Love and Deep Space, Love and Deep Space. Then I watched another YouTuber and she brought up Love and Deep Space. So damn it, today I've downloaded Love and Deep Space. Now I found out that I had played this game years ago, but I got bored with it because I got stuck to a point where I had to pay in order to go forward. And I got bored with the game. So I will play this game. I will come back next weekend and tell y'all how I go. This video has been brought to you by Love and Deep Space. Okay. It sounds like a movie. It is. It's very sophisticated. Like I said, I played this game a few years ago and got bored with it. It didn't do anything for me. But people keep telling me how awesome it is. So again, they may have done upgrades from a year and a half ago. So I downloaded the game. I will be playing the game tonight and I will see what happens and I will come back. It's time for you to renew your Army membership. It says it's global. Doesn't mean I can't buy tickets if it's not in the US. Yeah, it must be a US membership from what I know. I had to renew my US membership. But again, I'm going to try to play this game. People keep telling me, again, my experience playing it, I was not too impressed by it. So if anybody has played it, I will come back on the live stream next weekend and we will talk about it. But don't log into work. I'm trying not to. How do I change it? I don't know. That I don't know. I will try to log in again. I will be cranking out videos this week. So, but things should be easier for me when I'm not working and working 10 hours a day and then cranking out videos till 3 o'clock in the morning. I do stay up late, but I get to sleep in now. Tomorrow I'll get to sleep in. Sundays is the only time I really get a chance to really sleep in when I'm not when I'm working. But with the kids my kids are out of school, I'll be able to sleep in. I'll be able to crank out more videos and I'll actually be able to probably go to bed at a decent hour. But yeah, so I'm gonna come back. Love and deep space. So we'll see how this goes. Again, like I said, my expectations are very low, but everybody's like, oh my God, they got a romance subplot. And I'm like, I've already played all of these subplots, and then I got stuck with you need to spend, $30, $40 to go forward. Yeah, there are different types of memberships on Weverse when you renew it. You have to go to the membership page. Yeah, go and try to change it. That reminds me, I need to go check at mine too, because I just renewed. But so yeah, I'll be back next weekend. Y'all see me during the week when I'm posting all these videos. Um, but I'll be back next week and we'll do it all over again. So yeah, happy holidays. Happy holidays. But anyway, y'all, I'm finna go get me something to eat. I'm gonna finish watching the Melon Awards. I'm gonna finish watching those, and like I said, I'll probably come back and talk about who won and who won all what awards and all the performances. I'll talk about all that stuff in detail this week. But anyway, guys, I thank everybody for being here. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. I've hit 4,000 subs. I cannot believe I've hit 4,000 subs. I'll talk about that next week about me hitting 4,000 subs, and that's just a miracle. I don't understand. I don't understand why there's 4,000 subs. I don't understand. I was like, you guys must like something. I don't know. But anyway, y'all, good night. I'm out of here, Army. Good night. Good night.